And we are live. We are back with another one, and it's match week 24 roundup of the 2021-22 English Premier League with your boy Dominic Rich. Remember, guys, it's all about consistency, man. You know, I've been taking a couple days off this week, not been making a lot of videos, but you know, I have to come back with the Premier League roundup, of course. You know what I mean? It was the first match day for a while, and we're just getting used to things. International break, there's a Club World Cup going on. I want to talk a bit about that later. And we had some good games, some very good games. I must say, unpredictable games. I made predictions, of course, but yeah, all over the place. And I like it because it just shows that we had some good games. If the games are unpredictable, it means that they were quality. You know, some of them were predictable, like City winning, Liverpool winning, of course. But, you know, still. So, look, without further ado, let's get into the content, man. Let's do this. Let us do this. Give me 1 second. I need to actually monitor the stream over there, and it just went to sleep. You know, seeing that I've been, had it up for a while. So guys, don't forget today's stream is brought to you by the lovely folks over at cardsplug.com. I'm an affiliate partner of Cardsplug, so this is not a sponsored video or anything, but Cardsplug make for a very, very good gift for a loved one, a friend, or even for yourself. You guys have been seeing the cards on the walls in every single video. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich FC to get yourself 35% off each and every one of your orders. Big up to everybody in here, man. All the links in the description box down below. We got Hale B&G up in here. Owen Dilworth. We got Elias Abs. You got Palomo. Big up to everybody. Make sure you smash up the thumbs up button for the stream. Let's talk about the 9 matches. Won't be here super long. Maybe about 2 hours. And we got to touch on what Chelsea are doing in the Club World Cup. I haven't really got to watch any Club World Cup matches. I've been busy, man. I've been busy with work, and, I messed up my car during the snowstorm, so I've been trying to repair that. And, yeah, I've been doing the repairs myself, too, because, guys, if you don't know, that's what I do. I'm a mechanic. So let's get it going, man. Let's definitely get it going. And the first game that we're going to start with today, let's get to the results, is the match between Norwich and Crystal Palace. Let's bring that game up. And where's that game at? All right, Norwich 1, Crystal Palace 1. So Timo Pukki in the first minute, Zaha in the 60th. Both teams share a point. So 1 point apiece, I should say. If they share a point, they'll only get half a point. But they share the spoils, I should say. 1 point apiece. So, look, this game, we had a goal in the early stages of the match. First minute goal by Timo Pukki. Norwich, from kickoff, they kept the ball, move it around well, went back to the goalkeeper. And then we had a good run by Rashica. And his square was laid off nicely by Adam Ida to Timo Pukki, who haven't really scored for a while, and he put in for the opening goal. So good on Norwich to get that early goal. And Dean Smith's men has been in good form, man. They have been definitely playing well in January and now in February. One of the most informed teams in the Premier League right now are Norwich City. And even though they're still down in the relegation area, they're playing some better football than they played, let's say, from October back to August. So since November, they've been putting out some very, very good performances. Pukki had a shot foiled, and then Jeffrey Schlupp had one saved. 1-0 at halftime for Norwich. They led the game, so it meant that Crystal Palace had to chase. Usually it's Crystal Palace having to do more game management than the other teams, and they did manage to get back in the game in the 68th minute. Wilf Zaha, what a goal, man. What a goal. Brilliant individual skill from the left side. cut in outside the box, and the shot beat goalkeeper in that's who was in goal for them. What's his name? Guaita was in goal, and brilliant shot. You know, there've been a rotation of goalkeepers over there for Crystal Palace. Sometimes it's Jack Butland, other times it's Guaita, and I think maybe Patrick Vieira is just trying to, give his goalkeepers a good run in the side. And because you have two quality goalkeepers, you just can't have one on the bench and not, and just persisting with the other. So I think that's the whole logic there with Patrick Vieira. So, but Guaita couldn't really stop that. He didn't have a chance. So that was a brilliant goal. So, look, Crystal Palace, really good, better start to the second half than Norwich. Norwich did have a good, first half. And after they scored, it's like, and they had a few chances, it's like they went absent. They just disappeared and went into their shell. Crystal Palace had a chance in the 63rd minute to win this game. And Zaha, whose ball was setting up Tyreek Mitchell. Mitchell brought down by Max Aarons. And Zaha stepped up to take what would be one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. But to be fair to Zaha, he slipped and he put it wide. So, but that was a horrible penalty, though. That was one of the worst penalties I've seen all season. Dom, you messed up the title with the score. Did I? God damn, what the hell? I messed up the title. I thought I put the title. Oh, I put 1-0. Yeah, it's supposed to be 2-0. Yeah, I don't know why I put 1-0. Yeah, I kind of screwed that up, though. I definitely screwed that up. I need to fix that. I definitely need to fix that before I continue. I don't know why. Why did I think 1-0 though? I watched the game. I knew it's 2-0. Why the hell did I put 1-0 though? I don't know what I was thinking though. But let me see if I could actually change that really quick and see if that would actually it would work. So I don't know why I have 2-0 in the description, so don't know why I put 1-0. All right, it's changed. Let me see if it actually changed here. All right, thank you very much, guys, for spotting that mistake, and it's been changed. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Big up Pacharo. Big up Hale BNG. Hale BNG, they dropped the 2-0, but he didn't say it was a mistake. And if you had said it was a mistake, we could have spotted that before I started this. But let's get back to Norwich Crystal Palace. We won't stay much longer in this, but just, got to give each game its shine. After the Zaha penalty miss, Gallagher did get a free kick saved brilliantly by Angus Gunn, who stepped in, in the absence of Tim Krul, and maybe Dean Smith would persist with Angus Gunn, who's been doing a good job, man. So, look, that was the last big moment of the game. It finished 1-1. So, Palace, the brighter team, they should have actually won the game. And Norwich would be very, very happy for the point here. And Norwich won their previous 2 matches. And, we're looking to win 3 consecutive games. And they go unbeaten in 3 consecutive games, which is big, man. But, they might actually be mad that they give up the points from a winning position. And Crystal Palace would also be pissed off that they didn't take all 3, seeing that they had the chances. So, yeah, man. Yeah. So, 1 point apiece. And with that point, for Crystal Palace, they're on 25 points. They're in 13th position after 23 games. And for Norwich, they're now in the relegation zone again. After 23 games, they do have 17 points. But the positive for Norwich is that they are unbeaten in their last 3 matches. Crystal Palace, no wins in their last 4. And all season, they have 1 away win. So they definitely got to start winning these road matches and pick up more points on the road. But I don't think they have anything to worry about right now. For now, they're good. They'll get the odd win, the odd draw, and the points would trickle in, and they'll get to safety before you know it. But in terms of Norwich, they're not safe right now, even though they got their head above water temporarily. They're back in the relegation zone, and that relegation scrap, that relegation battle is going to be a very, very good one, where there's Everton, there's Newcastle, Norwich, Watford, and Burnley all fighting to stay up. We're going to see any other teams being dragged into the relegation scrap. Leeds, Brentford, even a Crystal Palace, maybe even a Leicester City with 26 points right now. Maybe not, but let's see. So for Norwich, their next game will be against Manchester City. They will look to do what they did 2 seasons ago when they picked up a very unlikely win early on in that season. So the next 2 games are very hard. Actually, the next 4 games are very tough. They do have Man City, Liverpool, and Southampton, who are a very difficult team to play, as we have learned. And then they do have Liverpool in the 5th round of the FA Cup before they meet fellow promoted team Brentford, Leeds. Then they have Chelsea. It's going to be tough for Norwich to survive. Dean Smith's done a good job, but it's going to be very, very hard. As for Crystal Palace in 13th position right now, they do have 3 consecutive London derbies coming up. One against Brentford, another against Chelsea, and another against Watford. 2 of those on the road. So the road form, not good. Let's see if they actually pick up some results against teams that they fancy their chances against. So that'll do it for that game. 1-1 between Norwich and Crystal Palace. Big up to each and everybody in the house right about now, man. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Talk to me in the chat. Let me know your thoughts on these teams. Let me know if you think that Norwich would survive. Let me know where you think Crystal Palace would finish at the end of the season. So let's move. Let's keep it moving, man. Let's keep it moving. I have a few things that I wanted to get into, but I'm going to actually keep it moving today, though, and not try to drag the stream out too long. Okay, so let's talk. It's going to be a busy 2 days for me. I'm off from work for these last 2 days, but I had to work on my Acura today, and I messed up the wheel, the rear wheel, and the parts cost me a lot of money. Just imagine if I had to take that to a mechanic. Oh my God, it would have cost me over $1,000 to fix. Believe me, man, it's a lot of damage. A lot of damage. I had to change a whole rear knuckle, and then I have to change a control arm, upper control arm as well. So a lot of work. And I had to do this all on the street, you know. I have a backyard, I have a garage, but the way it's set up back there, the truck can't really fit in the back. So I've been busy, man. I've been busy. Just let you guys know what's been going on in my life, man. So Pookie, king of the match there, and we're going to keep it moving. Let's move on to the next one. Aston Villa 3, Leeds United 3. This was, I think this was the most entertaining game of the week. This game was a really good advert for Premier League football indeed. So, look, before we get into things, let's just take a look at the lineups really quick here. And, look, a lot of new players for Aston Villa. You see Luca Dean involved. You see Philip Coutinho involved. And there's a few on the bench as well. Callum Chambers making his debut for Aston Villa. And, you know, you can see a few new faces on the bench there as well coming up from the academy. So, yeah, Villa's been producing a few good academy products lately. Robin Olsen, backup goalkeeper as well on the bench. So, look, for Leeds, they didn't bring in anybody, but you know their squad have been heavily hampered by injuries this season. And I did run across something that actually says, let me get it for you. Let me get an exact thing for you, right? And for Leeds United, it's like, due to injuries, COVID, and suspension, Leeds United's 20-man senior squad, and the squad isn't that big too, right? Only 20. 20-man senior squad has missed a collective 90 games this season. At no point there has been a fully available squad to choose from And in 9 of 21 Premier League games, Leeds United have had 5+ absences, and to be 7 points clear of the drop is a miracle. And this is from John Donahue's Twitter. Yeah, you got to give it to Leeds, though. You definitely got to give it to Leeds. But the thing is, they did take the lead in this game, and they took the lead, and they somehow managed to come back from being 3-1 down. You got to give it to Leeds. You got to give it to them. That was a big performance indeed. Look, Leeds, they took the lead. I know it sounds funny, right? Leeds took the lead. In the 9th minute, Dan James with the goal. Poor defending by Tyrone Mings. And Dan James did the rest. It's crazy that Dan James is doing really well at Leeds United, though. It's a good move for him that he left Manchester United. He would have been literally rotting on the bench over there. Rotting. That's a Caribbean term. He would have been rotting on the bench, indeed. You guys, who agree? He would have been definitely rotting on the bench. Guys, make sure you smash up the thumbs up button, man. We got over 25 people in here. We only got 8 thumbs up. Let's get those thumbs up. Let's get the likes up to 20, man. Come on, guys. You're playing around. You're playing games. You're playing. But look, I think Aston Villa, they have a good team. They've been signing a lot of players, but I think they need to strengthen in their defense, though. There's always some mistake at the back there. I know Tyrone Ming does a good job from time to time, but he does have an error in him. Look, at that moment when I saw that goal, I said, Liverpool's out of favor defender Joe Gomez would actually make a good signing for Aston Villa come this summer. So I won't be surprised if they make a move for Joe Gomez or Joe Gomez leaves Liverpool. So Tyrone Mings had a header that he put wide. Luca Dina with the corner. Brilliant delivery. And Dan James did hit the crossbar. A big chance for Leeds United to go 2-0 up. The goal did come in the 30th minute for Aston Villa, the equalizer. Philip Coutinho. Matt Cash with the square. Philip Coutinho collected nicely. A good touch and a good shot to beat goalkeeper Melier, who didn't have a single chance to stop that. That goal was from a throw-in, so brilliant routine, probably from the training ground, and Aston Villa back in the game with the equalizer. And with that goal, that was a catalyst for Aston Villa to actually take the game by the scruff and actually control things, as they scored goals in 3 successive goals in the space of 13 minutes, and there were a few chances as well. So the second goal came from Jacob Ramsey, a player that I've been talking about a lot this season. And look, I've been thinking, where would Jacob Ramsey go? He's going. He's a goner. Aston Villa fans, just forget about Jacob Ramsey. Someone's going to buy him. Is he going to go to Chelsea? Is he going to go to United, Manchester City, Liverpool, or maybe a club outside of England? Just know he's gone. I just want to put it out. He's gone. I don't think he'll go to Arsenal, and I hope he doesn't go to Spurs. But one of these bigger clubs are going to come in for Jacob Ramsey, because he's been a revelation at Aston Villa this season. And you got to give it to Philip Coutinho. What a signing, man. What a signing. And he's been, basically resurrecting his club career at Aston Villa. He's back in the Brazilian national team. He would want to continue playing like this so he could be in the Brazil team for the 2022 World Cup, though. But that was a brilliant ball by Philip Coutinho. Very good touch. And the through ball to Jacob Ramsey making the run. And great finish by Ramsey. 2-1 Aston Villa. So 1-0 down in 9 minutes. And in 38 minutes, 2-1 up. And in the 43rd minute, Philip Coutinho linking up again with Jacob Ramsey with another brilliant run. Great finish. 3-1 to Aston Villa. Look, Steven Gerrard has this team playing some really good football after Dean Smith lost 5 consecutive games and got sacked. They went through an indifferent period as well under Gerrard, but being 3-1 up after coming from behind, it required a lot of game management, and it's no way Aston Villa should have actually allowed Leeds to get a point here. Seriously, they should have never dropped points here from the winning position after the work they had done to get back in the game. So definitely, you got to criticize the team for that. But all credit goes to Leeds United. The squad have been tried, tested, injured, ill, and Bielsa and his boys still managed to get and grind out a result here, man. Some quality players in the Leeds United team. They managed to hold on to Rafinha during the winter break. Calvin Phillips as well. He's out, but West Ham United did come in for those players, and Leeds refused to let go of their assets. Dan James in the 45th minute, scrappy goal, but he got his goal nevertheless. And look, great work by Matthias Klick with the back heel to set up Rodrigo, who actually crossed the ball in, and Dan James with the header. I think Emi Buendia should have never been trying to defend that. I think Buendia actually pushed Dan James into the path of the ball, and Dan James headed in. And Tyrone Mings, I don't know how he didn't get that ball as well. So, yeah, poor defending by Aston Villa. Leeds back in the game, 3-2, and that was a score at halftime. So, very eventful second half as well. Tyrone Mings cleared the ball off the line, and he headed with a second ball. So, in the game, he had some great moments. He had some poor moments, I think. And there was a moment on the Dean Smith where he even got dropped, and he came back in the team because of, I think, suspension. When Konza got the red card, he came back in the game. So, Tyrone Mings, man, I think he needs he really needs some help at the back. I think with another quality defender at the back with Mings, I think, he'll do a lot better there. So, look, 3-2. The third goal did come in the 63rd minute. Corner where Tyrone Mings actually failed to clear a header by Pascal Strike, and his poor clearance fell in the path of Diego Llorente, the Spaniard, who blasted it into the back of the net. 3-3. Ezri Konza did pick up a second yellow in the 87th minute, and he was sent off. And that was for actually stopping Melier from distributing the ball. And he actually elbowed the goalkeeper in the face, and, inadvertently, I think. But he got a second yellow. And this is the second time this season that Ezri Konza has been sent off. And I think it's like recently, it's within the last 7 games or so. So, look, poor game management by Aston Villa, but really good fight back by Leeds United indeed. You got to give it to them, man. Definitely deserve the point for the spirit and the fight they showed in this match. For real. But really good game. 3-3, good advert for the Premier League, as I said earlier. And it was the most entertaining game of the match week. Adam Forshaw did come on off the bench for Leeds, back from injury, so that's a positive for them. For Aston Villa, Chuck Wumika came off the bench, Ashley Young and Callum Chambers, and Buendia, Matthias Klick listed as potential casualties, and let's see if they're actually available for the next game. So my thoughts, 3-3 for Aston Villa. For that point, they actually are 11th with 27 points, unbeaten in their last 3 games, which is a positive sign. And for Leeds United, they keep trickling in the points. They're 8th to draw this season, 23 points. They do have 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw in their last 5. So, good result for Leeds United. They will be happy. Aston Villa will be kicking themselves after not winning the game from being 3-1 up. Their next match will be a very, very tough one against Newcastle, who's on the come up under Eddie Howe. And then they do have Watford, Brighton, Southampton. So these games are winnable games, man. The next 6 to 7 games or so, very good fixtures for Aston Villa. So for Leeds, who are 15th right now, the next game, they play Everton. That's a good team to play next. But then they have United. That's a good team to also play as well. Liverpool, Tottenham, Leicester, they have some tough games coming up, but I think they'll win 1 or 2 games during that run. So Aston Villa 3, Leeds 3. It's my thoughts. Let me know yours. Big up to each and everybody watching the stream right about now. Make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Back with another one, Match Week 24. Consistency is key, guys. As I mentioned earlier, I've been taking a break this week. I haven't been pushing out the videos like I usually do. But you know what I mean. I'm back. Big up to Kerry Berry Johnson. Says, hey Dom. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Nice to see you in the chat. Appreciate it. So, guys, what we're going to be doing, we're going to keep it moving for sure, man. But look, before I do move on, I want to actually just drop these, these points that I made and some news as well. Callum Chambers made his Premier League debut, and we had a situation where Philip Coutinho was also injured after a shot, so we got to keep an eye on him to see his availability for the next game. Click and Buendia as well suffered some, niggles, maybe just niggles. Trezeguet, the Egyptian forward, he would be joining Istanbul Başakşehir, unknown until the end of the season. And yeah, pretty much that's it. So we're going to move into the third match this week. And let me actually get to that third. Guys, I have a lot of notes here, man. I have a lot of notes. I write notes. I'm a kind of guy that take notes, and I suggest you guys take notes too. So let's move on to this game here. This was not the most entertaining of matches, but West Ham won, Watford 0. Very scrappy, very cagey affair. Not a great advert for the Premier League, but still, you get these matches, though. You definitely get these matches. Big up to Jared Bowen. He's been really good. Big up to Roy Hodgson. Ageless. At about, how old is he these days? About 75? God damn, Roy. Jeez. You going to slow down? I thought you retired. You're back in the league. Could he save Watford from the drop? I don't know, man. I really don't know. You see what I'm saying? Watford, they're not a very ambitious club in my opinion. They just keep sacking. They keep making these little bits and pieces signings as well. So no wonder that they're a yo-yo club in the Premier League these days, and they just keep sacking managers left, right, and center, man. So for the lineups, guys, Lucas Fabianski back in the team after he's been out for a while. Alphonse Areola dropped to the bench. Mikel Antonio back after international duty with the Reggae Boys. Reggae Boys, Bob Marley and Gregory Isaacs, Dennis Brown and co. And we also saw a situation where the boy, Kurt Zouma, oh my God, boy, I'm telling you, man. Kurt Zouma started the game. Look, this is crazy. This is a controversial situation with Kurt Zouma. And there's been articles saying that West Ham failed the test of moral leadership by playing Kurt Zouma in search for 3 points, okay? Kurt Zouma also lost his boot deal with Adidas. So he kicked a cat and then lost a boot deal, which, wow. You see what I'm saying? You get it? That's poetry for you right there. And West Ham confirmed that Kurt Zouma has been fined 2 weeks' wages and is cooperating with the RSPCA investigation. I think that's the police. And the fine will be donated to animal welfare charities. I think that's fair, though. I think that's fair. When you really think about it, man, I think that's fair. Big up to everybody watching the stream right about now. I think that's fair. Because people are really losing their mind over him kicking the cat. He shouldn't kick the cat. Don't get me wrong. He shouldn't kick the cat. But the same people who are making the outrage over Zouma kicking the cat, they're not making an outrage when there's a racist situation that's going on within the league or whatnot. You see what I'm saying? Just think about it. Think about it. We are at a stage in life where a cat is more important than a human being or other animals as well. You see what I'm saying? But he should not kick the cat. I'm just putting it out there. I'm not a cat person. I don't really like pets like that. He shouldn't kick the cat. Kurt Zouma, you're wrong for that. And the fine, I think, is a fair, very fair punishment. 2 weeks' wages donated to, the Animal Society, yes. And the cat didn't die. The cat didn't die. But for people calling for Kurt Zouma to get, released or sacked or for him to get jailed, come on, man, you're ridiculous. But, each person has their own opinions. Everybody has different outlook on life. And this is just my thoughts. Let's just get on with it, man. You see what I'm saying? There's been worse things that happen, and there's not been an outrage for it. You see what I'm saying? And big up to Mikel Antonio as well. When he was asked about it, he did mention the whole racism thing as well. So, Kurt Zouma played, and look, we're going to move on from this. Seriously. You see what I mean? I don't want to be insensitive about the situation, but it's to do with a football, and I have to talk about it. Kurt Zouma, you're wrong for kicking the cat, and you deserve the fine. So he basically played for free, earned the victory and everything, and he will learn a valuable lesson. Don't kick no cat. Again, don't kick nothing. The only thing you should be kicking is the football. Okay? Simple. Anyways, let's move on, man. Let's move on. Or if he wants to get into MMA after his football career, whatnot, yeah, the kick, yeah, then you could do some little kicking. You want to go to Thailand and get into some Muay Thai or something? Yeah. But stop kicking cats, man. You know what I'm saying? The poor defenseless cat. Anyways, let's keep it. Why did he kick the cat, though? That's the whole question. Why did he kick the freaking cat? Look, for the first 35 minutes, it was a very, very cagey affair. And then the first big chance came for West Ham, where Ben Rama's shot was saved by Ben Foster, and then Ben Rama smashed the second ball into the cross, the upright, I should say, into the post. 0-0 halftime. It wasn't the most entertaining game, I must say. Maybe Kurt Zouma starting was the biggest headline of that game, along with West Ham going on to pick up a scrappy win, of course. That came courtesy of a 68-minute goal by Jared Bowen. You got to give it to Jared Bowen, man. I've been praising him all season. Most people would talk Mikel Antonio, Declan Rice, but I've been talking Jared Bowen. And remember, he was signed from the Championship, where he was playing with Hull City, was having a good season there. He took a while to really hit the ground running in the Premier League, and then he's been their most prolific goal scorer across the last 6 games, where he has scored in his last 6, I think. So, brilliant stuff, man. Brilliant stuff by Jared Bowen, where his shot was deflected off Brazilian goalkeeper Seria, whose luck has not really been with him, and it wrong-footed goalkeeper into the back of the net. 1-0 for West Ham. Tom Cleverley did get a shot saved in the 75th minute. 84th minute, big save by Ben Foster from a Jared Bowen shot from an angle. He tipped it onto the post, and West Ham held on for the 1-0 win. Big 3 points for West Ham as they look to fight for a top 4 spot. Right now, West Ham actually goes back into the top 4 on 40 points. They have officially survived. All right, no relegation talk for West Ham. And after back-to-back losses, they bounce back with a very important win and are now 7 points behind London rivals Chelsea and 1 point ahead of Arsenal, who do have 2 games in hand, though. So with West Ham, Arsenal, Man United, and Tottenham all scrapping it out for that, let's say that 4th Champions League place, it's really getting interesting. So for Hammers, their next game is against Leicester, struggling Leicester City. Then they do have a resurgent Newcastle and a gritty Wolverhampton Wanderers before they meet Southampton in the FA Cup. And for Watford, things are not looking good for them. They were outside the relegation zone for a long time, even though they were struggling under Claudio Ranieri. I think they were quite fortunate not to be in the relegation zone, but now they are in the relegation zone on 15 points. That's 3 points behind Newcastle, who are 17th. Watford have failed to win any of their last 5 matches. The last time Watford actually won a game in the Premier League, god damn, I'm looking. I'm actually looking. It was against Manchester United. A 4-1 win on November the 20th. Wow. So it's been almost 3 months since Watford and their fans have actually celebrated a win. They picked up a few points here and there, but they haven't won in a while, man. Could we see a situation, right? Could we see a situation where Roy Hodgson gets the sack this season? Could we see that happening? I don't think they'll do that, man. I don't think they'll do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do that. You see what I'm saying? Roy Hodgson, you don't sack the boy Roy if he fails to clean up what Ranieri and Munoz did. Come on, man. It's quite unfair. Quite unfair to Roy. But for Watford, though, the next game comes against a team that's very difficult to beat, and that's Brighton. They most likely won't win that one. Then they got Aston Villa, Crystal Palace. They got some games coming up where they could actually win. They do have Man United at Old Trafford. That's a winnable game. They have Arsenal. That's a winnable game. So, listen, to be completely honest though, guys, if Watford gets relegated, I won't mind. I won't feel a thing. I won't feel nothing. I won't have any sympathy for Watford whatsoever if they do go down. They actually deserve to go down. Okay? So, right now it's Burnley, Watford, and Norwich. I won't care if any of those teams go down, to be honest. And I think that might actually be the teams that's going down. But it's going to get interesting, though. It's really going to get interesting. So, big up to each and everybody watching the stream right about now. Make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Let's get the stream up to 50 thumbs up. I will definitely appreciate that, man. You guys are the real deal. Thank you for tuning in to yet another live stream with your boy, Dominic Rich. Guys, consistency is key. This is 24 roundups, 24 previews. Damn. And we still got 14 more to go, which would equal 28. God damn. Anyways, let's keep it going, man. Big up to the obvious girl who says the outrage is ridiculous. These people ended the Super League coalition, but no outrage for racism. It just shows where the loyalty lies. Big up to the boy Steve in the house. Big up to Online School. George Sibel. The cat didn't die. LOL. Yeah, I know, right? It didn't. I condemn what he has done, but it's a bit of an overreaction. I know, man. I know. It's like people are actually waiting for things to happen to just go crazy. You see what I mean? The Mason Greenwood situation, Mendy, Sigurdsson. You know what I mean? It's been a lot of drama this season, man. You know what I mean? It's been a weird season. It's really, really been a weird season. You know what I'm saying? All right, so what we got here? Brothers Contreras, sport entertainment guy. All right. Hey Dom, good to see you, my pal. But I've never seen how Man City keep winning. But in my opinion, I think Man City will become back-to-back Premier League champions. I mean, seriously. HC is the goal. Who is HC? Who is HC? I don't know. Who's HC? I'm not getting that one. Anyways, I don't know. Who's HC though? Big up to Lennon Sweet, man, in the house. How you doing? Yeah, man, Lennon Sweet, bro. Don't spoil it. I'll talk about that a little later. All right, guys. I need to use the bathroom. I don't know why. I've been drinking a Guinness or two, and I really need to use the bathroom though. But you know what? I'ma hold it though. I don't want to break the momentum right about now because we're gonna keep it moving. And the next game that we're gonna talk about is the one between Burnley and Manchester United. Because we have almost 100 people in here right now, let's choose this time to talk about this game. Listen, let's just take some time. Let's just take some time, right? Let's just take some time to laugh at Manchester United. Or we should call them Manchester United, because they now become a banter club. This gotta be worthy of banter, right? Look, you keep sacking, you keep hiring, you keep sacking, you know what I'm saying? You ain't winning nothing. That sounds like a nice tune, right? Solskjaer sacked. Ralph Rangnick brought in, and yeah, good start, but now he's all over the place, man. There's doubts again. There's doubts kicking in. Maurizio Pochettino linked to the club, and we could see that happening next summer. But the thing is, Pochettino didn't win anything while he was at Spurs. You think he's going to win things at United? Like, come on, man. People are ridiculous. But you got to give it to Burnley, who are really struggling. And they managed to pick up 3 draws in the last 3 games. I think Burnley have actually pick up points in 9 of the last 12, but a few of those have been wins, and they need to win games though. They haven't been winning games. Burnley got a single win this season, 11 draws, right? Before I really get into the nitty-gritty of the game, right? Burnley's last few games, a 1-1 against United, 0-0 against Watford, 0-0 against Arsenal, right? And they recently did play against United on December 30th, where they lost at Old Trafford. They did lose the FA Cup game as well. They did lose to Leeds. But if you go back, they had a 0-0 draw against West Ham, a 0-0 draw against Wolves, a 3-3 draw against Crystal Palace, a 1-1 draw against Chelsea, a 2-2 draw against Southampton, and a 0-0 draw there against Norwich, and another one 2-2 draw against Leicester. And that goes back to September 25th. So they haven't been winning games at all, though. You see what I mean? They just struggle to win games, and that's been their problem all season. When did that win come for Burnley, though? I can't even remember. When the hell did that happen? When did that happen, though? I can't even remember the game they won. Seriously, it's like, it almost feels like the win is non-existent. I can't even locate the win. It came against Brentford on October 30th, and they've been picking up points, but they can't seem to pick up 3 points. But with their horrendous form, they still manage to pick a point off Manchester United to draw their last 3 games in a row. Listen, the first big talking point of this match, it has to be the fact that Ralph Rangnick chose not to start Cristiano Ronaldo. Like, it baffles me what Rangnick has been doing lately, to be honest. And let's take a look at the lineups really quick. I know Man United are dealing with their situations and everything, but Ronaldo gotta start, right? We take a look at United. David De Gea has been the player of the season for me, for Manchester United, right? Harry Maguire, most expensive defender of all time. Rafael Varane, 3 Champions Leagues in a row. I don't know why people keep rating him. He's not the same Varane. He's not the same Varane. He's actually part of Santa Claus's crew. He's the gift that keeps on giving. I keep telling you that. He ain't no good. Diego Dallo is a reject, and he's been, brought back into the team because on a new regime. Luke Shaw is also in the same category these days because Tellers is out. You see what I'm saying? Paul Pogba back. He scored. Yeah. Kudos to you, Paul. Rashford. Yeah, he had a good game, but Bruno Fernandes, look, he can't do it all by himself. Jadon Sancho, a big waste of money if you ask me. Or maybe he just needs another season to settle in. Scott McTominay, hardworking, but yeah, he makes up for the top. Yeah, he's okay. He's all right. And Edinson Cavani has basically wasted the last 2 years of his life at Manchester United. Yeah, he scored some goals, but he ain't winning nothing. He should have taken that time to maybe go to the UAE or somewhere and make the bank. You see what I'm saying? And play in the Club World Cup or something with Al Hilal or one of them teams. Look, this team is in a whole lot of, listen, it's in a mess. They're in the mud, as we like to say these days. You got Dean, I'm talking about them. You got Dean Henderson, who was supposed to be the number one keeper after De Gea was actually, had some terrible years. But De Gea is back now, and Henderson is now playing second fiddle. He could be leaving. Once you see Phil Jones on the bench, Phil Jones in the squad, come on, that's the whole team is a meme. The whole team is literally a meme right now. Seriously. Cristiano Ronaldo, let's go down to him. He did come on in a 68 minute and did what? Nothing. Listen, came back to the club, second coming. It's basically been a flop move right now, unless they go on to win the Champions League, of course, right? Matic, these guys need to be moved on. Lingard should have been moved on. Mata has to be moved on. Aaron Wan-Bissaka ain't good enough. Anthony Elanga is a really good bright spot, but yeah, the last game he missed the penalty. The fans turned against him. The team is in a mess. The team is in a mess. You cannot beat last place Burnley right now. Burnley can't beat nobody, and you still can't beat Burnley. Yeah, you did beat them on December 30th, but still. Come on, man. United should have won this game. United should have won this game. United should have won the game. All right? Look, positive for Burnley here. Wout Weghorst signed. He's hit the ground running in the Premier League. Maxwell Cornet is playing some good football. Did struggle in the match as well. And Ashley Barnes is back. Okay? So maybe that could be the catalyst for Burnley to actually get out the relegation zone. So look, this game, Man United fresh off being knocked out of the FA Cup by Middlesbrough. Failed to beat Middlesbrough. Failed in a penalty shootout. Varane, he did score in the 12th minute, but goal was disallowed because Maguire was offside. They did score in the 18th minute, Paul Pogba, and he was set up by Luke Shaw. Very good square, good goal by Pogba. But the thing is, Man United led, needed to manage the game, and did not hold on to the 3 points. That's where the criticism has to come in. Burnley, they had to chase the game. They were never in the match for the entire first half. It was not until they actually scored they had a shot on target. That was their first shot on target. The first attempt at goal, I should say. Nick Pope tested. 33rd minute. I don't know how Cavani didn't score that, but I think he was a bit too casual, waiting for the ball to drop and to just head it in. He should have attacked the ball a bit more, and that, lapse and that, him idling on the opportunity allowed Nick Pope to run across and save it. Well done by Pope, and it could have been offside as well. I think Cavani was marginally offside, but still, he didn't score. Okay? 1-0 for Man United at halftime. And I think they relaxed during the halftime break. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple players went to the bathrooms. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they joke around a bit. Maybe Ronaldo was still sulking. And in the other dressing room, it was actually Sean Dyche shouting at his guys to go back out there and get something from the game. Right? Because in the second half, Burnley were all over United. This is a game of two halves where United dominated the first half and Burnley dominated the second half. Listen, I thought I was actually watching prime Barcelona, or maybe the new Barcelona playing, because Burnley they were all over United. Wout Weghorst looked really, really bright, had a couple chances, and look, listen. I would not have been surprised if Burnley went on to win the game, because De Gea again, obviously, you know what I mean, to the rescue. So look, the goal for Burnley, 47th minute, Jay Rodriguez. and Wout Weghorst completely sliced and diced, Swiss cheesed the Manchester United defense of Varane and Harry Maguire. Poor defending by Harry Maguire. Very, very poor. Very poor. I don't understand how he couldn't get his body. You know what I mean? Just get your positioning right. Get your body in front of J. Rodriguez. Throw him off a bit. But he just allowed the man to run across and, you know, take the shot. Scored. Good assist by Weghorst. Good goal by J. Rodriguez. Burnley back in the game. And that was pretty much against the run of play. It was early in the second half, so it's against the run of play if you want to factor in the first half. And from then on, Burnley just continued to just dominate the game. Weghorst with a chance, saved in the 52nd minute by De Gea. And Rashford did almost set up Varane for the goal in the 75th minute, the go-ahead goal. Very good skill by Rashford. But Varane, I don't know what he was doing there, but his shot was saved by Pope. And very scrappy, very, very scrappy game. United, they tried without any success to get back in the lead, and Burnley held on for the point there. So I asked the question, are Burnley actually heating up right now? 3 draws. Are they actually heating up to start winning a couple games and drag somebody else back into the relegation zone? Poor match again by Manchester United. They haven't been good enough. You got to beat these teams. If you want to be considered a top team, you got to beat these teams. We can't keep judging these guys on history. You see what I'm saying? People like to bring up history too much. I don't like that. I do not like the argument of history. Because what's done is done. Great. You did well. Great achievements. But we're in the now. We're living in the now. And Manchester United right now are not a good team. Not a good team. I think this is also Cristiano Ronaldo's longest goal drought in the last 10 years as well. I was actually doing a bit of research on that before the video, and I forgot to really check how many games. But yeah, that's another talking point as well, as Manchester United draw yet another game in the league. Drop more points. And United, I think they dropped that. Yeah, they definitely drop out of the top 4 with that with that draw. Would feel like a loss. They have now drawn 6 matches and lost 6 matches this season. Okay? So in terms of the draws, they're not bad, but 6 losses comparing to Chelsea with 3, Liverpool with 2, and Man City with 2. These are the teams you want to compete with? No, you're not going to compete with these teams. Not at all. Not at all. The few times that United actually came in second, they were way behind. Way behind. They haven't been competing at all. Not at all. Yeah, they've been competing to sign players and spend extra money on players. Yeah, that's what they've been doing. And paying players big wages and things like that. So only where that's where they've been competing. And I just hope these guys get knocked out of the Champions League, to be honest, man. I usually support the English clubs in the Champions League, but for them, I just want to see the back of these guys, man, so I could just laugh. You see what I'm saying? But well played, Burnley. Sean Dyche should be a happy man to pick up a point there from United. And look, Burnley, they need this. They really, really need it. They're 20th in the league right now, and for them, the next game coming up right now would be against Liverpool. So it's not gonna get easier for them, but another scrappy performance could get them a point against Liverpool, where, you know, Jurgen Klopp might complain and say it was probably too windy there or something. They do have Brighton, they do have Tottenham and Crystal Palace. They will continue picking up points, I think. I think they will. And look, even if they might end up getting relegated at the end, they won't go down without fighting. That's what we know about Burnley. They would not go down without fighting. Okay? So the relegation scrap might actually be a more interesting battle to watch than the one at the top, where there might not actually be any battle at all. Right about now, Liverpool fans are hopeful because City did drop points against Southampton. There's a situation where if City lose and Liverpool keep winning, and then Liverpool win the game at the Etihad that's coming up. When is that game? In April? Then they have a sniff. But come on, man. Come on. I don't think Pep Guardiola might actually just leave the job if he gives up the Premier League from this position. Seriously. I'm gonna say it, man. Pep, you might as well just leave. If Man City allows Liverpool to get back and win the title after this position, I need Pep out. Seriously. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I need him out, man. No way, man. You should actually come in second or third from this position in the league. So, look, as I mentioned, Burnley 20th, 14 points. And as for Manchester United, who are 6th right now, they do have 39 points. Their next match coming up is against Southampton. And we know how good they have been playing lately. Brighton, Leeds United, some tough games before the Champions League. Round of 16 match on the 23rd against Atletico de Madrid. So to talk about Champions League though, okay, we do have Champions League games coming up next week. God damn, in 5 days we got Champions League, and I haven't yet put out any predictions, man. I gotta get some predictions out for the Champions League. So, guys, big up to everybody in the house right about now. Make sure you smash up the thumbs up button. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. You guys are the real deal. We got 43 thumbs up. Let's make it 50. And we're going to keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. We got a few more games to talk about. And let's get talking about these games. All right. So the next one that I want to talk about is Wolves 0. Oh, they lost. But yeah. Arsenal won. Very scrappy game where I think Wolves actually deserve something from this match, but just weren't lucky enough on the day. And it was Arsenal who had that 4-leaf clover in their pockets. Each and every player were given a 4-leaf clover to go out there and play this game, because I don't know how they didn't actually drop points here. I really don't know. First of all, they got lucky in the 25th minute with that Gabriel goal. Lacazette was deemed not to foul the goalkeeper, Jose Sa. Goal stood. But then again, Wolves didn't defend that corner very well. I think that was a corner, right? They didn't defend it very well, and they were punished. But after that, listen, they created the more clear-cut chances and still weren't able to breach the Arsenal defense. I think the players needed to step up, man, and no one did. So, look, 25th minute, Gabriel with the goal. That was his 3rd goal of the season, so you got to give it to Gabriel, who has now made the Brazil national team. So, big up to him. And Lacazette with the assists. Look, not a lot of chances in the first half for both teams. And Arsenal, I think, were very lucky to get that go-ahead goal. Before we do get it into the nitty-gritty here, let's just take a look at the lineups for both teams really quick. Romain Saiss back in the team after his exploits with Morocco at the Africa Cup of Nations. Kilman continued with Connor Cody at the back. You had Marcel. Nelson Semedo, I think, had a good game. Joao Moutinho missed out. He's been struggling lately. But then Donker, in my opinion, needs to step his game up big time. Ruben Neves, always very reliable as well. Daniel Podence, he has not scored for a very long time. Trincao, I think, needs to actually go back to Barcelona. They paid a lot of money for him. Just go back, join up with them. You haven't done anything at all for Wolves in the Premier League. You've dazzled. You had a few good moments, but that's about it. And Raul Jimenez, not really the same player since he got his head smashed up, but is still trying. Definitely still trying his best. Nori off the bench, Fabio Silva and Chiquinho. Oh man, this guy looked good when he came off the bench. Hwang Hee-chan fit again. Johnny fit again for the first time this season. So for Arsenal, man, for Arsenal, Granit Xhaka and Partey both back from red cards. They did pick up yellows in the games, and Arsenal did get a red. Arsenal are the red card kings of England. Yet another red card. Gabriel Martinelli with a double yellow in the same sequence, and he was sent off, which means he'll miss the next game. So, look, Tomiyasu out with an injury right now, and Aaron Ramsdale still doing well in goal. He was the more busy of the two goalkeepers. Saka, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, the young guns there looking to drive Arsenal forward. Look, it's a big win for Arsenal. Got to give it to Nketiah as well, who could be on his way out. Pepe unused, El Neni unused. These guys coming back from the Africa Cup of Nations. It's a good win for Arsenal. I didn't expect them to actually win the game. I predicted a draw, and this game had a draw written all over it, though. It had a draw written all over it. There's not many things to actually talk about in terms of moments in the match, other than the goal, the red card, and an 83rd minute chance there for Wolves that was cleared off the line by Rob Holding, Chiquinho, Raul Jimenez, Fabio Silva, all involved. I did make the point that Leander Dendoncker was very, very wasteful. Had a few headers, a few chances, and he didn't take those chances. So, yeah, man, Arsenal hold on for a scrappy 1-0 win, and they look to get Champions League football next season. Guys, do you think Arsenal would make the cut for the Champions League, or do you think it would be Tottenham, United, or West Ham to sneak in? Look, I think Chelsea, City, and Liverpool will take 3 of the spots. It's just the question of who will take the other one. Also, we got to mention this is Arsenal's first Premier League game without Aubameyang in their squad. So they've actually seen the back of Aubameyang. They don't have to worry about the Aubameyang disciplinary problems anymore. And Arteta is actually weeding out, getting rid of the bad eggs in the team, as Arsenal look to actually be more progressive and get back into the Champions League and fight for things. They won an FA Cup recently, and Arteta, young manager, ambitious appointment, and they look to actually take the club in the right direction. So good win. Some wins, they're gonna come scrappy, like the West Ham over Watford, the Arsenal over Wolves. And Wolves shouldn't actually keep their heads down. They've been playing some good football. But this is actually back-to-back losses for Wolves, as they got knocked out of the FA Cup and now they lost in the Premier League. They've been playing well, though. We know that Wolves had a really, really good run where they beat Brentford, beat Southampton, beat Sheffield in the 3rd round of the FA Cup, beat Manchester United, drew to Chelsea, beat Brighton, and all those results came after the loss against Liverpool and Manchester City that were all narrow losses. So Bruno Lage in charge. Look, keep doing what you're doing. You've done a great job. And I think the squad needs to, to just continue to strengthen. And they'll continue to be in the Premier League for seasons to come. As since they have been promoted under Nuno, they have performed well and stayed up. So, look. For the teams, Arsenal are 5th, 39 points after 22 matches. With 2 games in hand, if they win those games, they'll actually go within a few points of Chelsea. And they really, 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 put their foot in and try to win try to get a Champions League spot. Next game is against Brentford, where they will look to actually get their revenge after losing that earlier game this season. They have a break as a game against Chelsea postponed because Chelsea taking part in the Club World Cup. And then they do have Wolverhampton Wanderers again. Quick turnaround. They do have a few postponements as well. The game against Liverpool postponed. So, yeah, Arsenal, keep an eye on them, guys. Keep an eye on them. I think they'll actually fight for that top 4 spot, because the other teams around them are very inconsistent as well. So, for Wolverhampton Wanderers, they're currently in 8th position. That's pretty good. They're looking to get that not Champions League, but that Conference League spot and get back into Europe. 22 games, 34 points. They do have games in hand to West Ham United, so that's a good thing for them. Their next game is against Tottenham, who's coming off of a loss, and Leicester coming off of a loss before they play Arsenal again. They do have some tough games, but we know, look, Wolves are ready to tough it out at any given time. Oh! Big up to Wolves. So, guys, big up to everybody in the stream right about now. You guys are the real deal, man. We got Ankit in the house. Ankit, it's been a while since we had a chat, man. We gotta have a chat pretty soon, but I've been busy, bro. I've been busy, man. You know what I mean? With the channel and with some other things I've been doing on the side as well. I've been really, really busy. You see what I'm saying? I'm busy right now. I'm actually on daddy duties right now. I actually had to put my son Liam to sleep. He's right here. He's right here in my lap, if you guys don't know. So just multitasking and getting the job done. We've been an hour into the stream. We got 49 likes. Guys, we got about 100 and something people in here right about now. Smash up the thumbs up button for the stream. We are closing in on 50,000 subscribers as well. So thanks to every single body who chose to subscribe to the channel. Big up to the boy Z Ghoul in here. How are you doing? Matthias G, FDT, Ankit, Matata United. We got the obvious girl in the house. Thank you very much, the obvious girl. Owen Dilworth. How are you doing? Who says Liverpool winning the quadruple? Wow, god damn. Liverpool fans are getting really ambitious here, man. Lemon Sweet in the house. Liverpool fans think they beat us. Etihad haven't been beaten. They haven't been beating us since 2016. Big up to Matata United for reminding people as well. Thank you very much. Ravi, Beak, Harry United are shocking. No need to be surprised. Yeah, man. The mods are not active. They need to be fired. Ah, great point. Mods, do your job, man. Do your point. Do your job, I mean. Bro, I don't like how you hate United. Bro, I'm a City fan. What do you think? What do you think I'm supposed to do? Love them? But I do give United the credit, though. I do give United the credit, and I do actually predict United to win a lot of games. They just don't. I did predict them to win the game against Burnley, and they didn't. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, we're doing well. We have a few games left. We got Liverpool, Leicester. We got Tottenham, Southampton. We got Manchester City, Brentford. And we got Newcastle, Everton, okay? We're going to talk Newcastle, Everton next. But before we do, guys, I got to run and take a bathroom break, man. So, just give me a quick second, all right? Please. Please give me a quick second. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, okay? So, while I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, this is what the boy Demo Dre had to say about Liverpool's chances this season. I met Demo at the park last summer, and this is what he had to say, okay? So I got Demo Dre with me. Where do you think Liverpool will place next season?
Liverpool will definitely be top 4. Don't worry about that, Dom.
I thought you should say you're going to win the title, not top 4.
No, we'll see after the transfer window.
Okay, I'm back. Come on, guys, come on. Thanks for your patience, guys. I'm back. But yeah, I made that video last summer, and that's what Demo Dre had to say, man. Not confident at all. Not confident. You know? And I was like, God damn, man. You gotta be more confident than that, Demo. Big up to Chase Athletics in the house. It says, thanks for the coverage. Well, we got Alejandro Loaiza, man. How are you doing? Don in the house. How are you? How's everybody, man? Guys, we're gonna keep it moving. We're doing well. We're doing well, and we're looking like we're gonna finish within 2 hours today. You know what I'm saying? I do have a long day ahead of me tomorrow. I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow, but I got things to do, man. Got things to do, a lot of bills to pay, and gotta keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Guys, don't forget you could head on over to cardsplug.com/dominicrichfc. All the links in the description box down below. Use the coupon code dominicrichfc to get yourself 35% off each and every one of your orders over there. Just head on over to the site. It's over 100 plus designs to choose from. Check them out, man. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. All right. So let's talk. Newcastle 3, Everton 1, and I got to say, big up to Newcastle, man. They've been on the up. They've been very resurgent under Eddie Howe. They've been on the up. Let's see. I want to just take a look at when Eddie Howe took over and what they've done under Eddie Howe. All right, let me find the game. Let me find the first Eddie Howe game. Let me see. Let me try to go back and see. Okay, so Eddie Howe, he's you know what I mean, he's seen some rough times while he's been there. But okay, the 1-0 win against Burnley. Okay, I think that was his first win. Arsenal. Let me go back. Let me just go back. All right, he was there at Arsenal for the loss. So he's been in charge for a while, though. He's been in charge for a while. So Eddie Howe, okay, so, yeah, Brentford, I think he took charge of the game with Brentford. No, that was Graham Jones. Arsenal, that was his first game. Arsenal 2, Newcastle 0. The first game Eddie Howe took charge of, and that was November the 27th. He lost the game. The next game, he picked up a 1-1 draw against Norwich. Then the next game, he won against Burnley. So 3 games in, he picked up 4 points out of a possible 9, which is not bad at all. Then he lost the next 2 against Liverpool and Leicester City by 7-1, which is not good. And then lost the next one to Manchester City. So 3 losses on the bounce by an aggregate of 11-1. But then bounced back to pick up a 1-1 draw against Manchester United, which shows how horrible Manchester United have been, right? But kudos to Eddie Howe there, picking up that point. Few games got postponed. They lost the 3rd round of the FA Cup, which is good because they need to focus on surviving. Picked up a point on January 15th against Watford, defeated Leeds United, and then defeated Everton. So, in his last 3 games, actually, yeah, in his last 4 Premier League games after those consecutive losses against Leicester, Liverpool, and Man City, so we date back from December the 27th to February 10th, which is today, Newcastle have not lost a Premier League game. 1-1 against United, 1-1 against Watford, 1-0 win against Leeds, and now a win against Everton. What is that? Back-to-back wins for the first time this season for Newcastle United? Yes, they do have 3 wins, and all 3 wins have come under Eddie Howe, right? Damn good. Steve Bruce, man, he already got a job. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing. Steve Bruce already got a job. I can't remember who he's taking charge of, but one of them clubs, one of them other English clubs, right? Lower league clubs. If you remember, let me know. But Eddie Howe has done a great job, man. And Newcastle are now out the relegation zone. Their head is above water for the first time in a while. 18 points. Back-to-back wins, no losses in the last 4, and they do have a few games in hand to some of the clubs ahead of them, like Brentford. So they have an opportunity to catch Brentford. They have an opportunity to catch a few teams. Everton, that was a 6-pointer. Leeds, Crystal Palace. Watch out, Leicester, watch out. Newcastle's coming. Newcastle revamped, ready, and they're coming. We're talking Newcastle United right about now. Newcastle 3, Everton 1. Look, very good game of football, I gotta say. Very entertaining stuff. Very, very entertaining. Let's take a look at the lineups really quick here for both teams. Everton with Jordan Pickford in goal, Mason Holgate, Michael Keane, Yerry Mina. They did suffer a setback earlier. I found it weird that they did suffer the setback of having to take off both Yerry Mina and I think Gray early in the game, but still managed to take the lead. Seamus Coleman, Allen, Townsend, Gomez, Richarlison and Anthony Gordon started the game. Suffered the injuries, still took the lead, but give up the lead within a minute. So they're not concentrating, man. Definitely not concentrating. You had new player Nathan Patterson on the bench, the Anwar El Ghazi unused, and two of the new signees, Dele Alli, who came on in the 25th minute, and Donny van de Beek. It wasn't enough for them to get anything from this game where the boy Frank Lampard, who was newly appointed after the sacking of Rafa Benitez, lost his first Premier League game in charge after taking the lead. They did win handsomely in the FA Cup, but disappointing performance in Lampard's first game in charge in the Premier League. So, look, I actually thought Joe Linton was actually going to miss this game, but he started. John Joe Shelby, I heard a commentator say, played his 150th game for Newcastle. And he had new boys Chris Wood, Kieran Trippier, as well as Matt Targett making his debut for Newcastle from the start. So they're looking a much better team, though. If you take a look at the lineup, the team had a lot of mediocre players in there, right? But Shaw is a decent defender, does play for Switzerland. They qualified for the World Cup. Jamal Lascelles, I think, showed a lot of potential, but haven't really lived up to that, if you ask me. Targett ditched Aston Villa for Newcastle, seeing that they brought in Dean and Kieran Trippier, man. That was an awesome goal. And he's making a difference over at Newcastle's, man. So the Magpies, why did I say Newcastle's? Like I'm talking about White Castles. Newcastle. I've never had White Castle though. But look, Willock, I think he had a better game. He has been poor all season after joining permanently from Arsenal. But the man who makes things tick at Newcastle is actually Alon Saint-Maximin. Ryan Fraser, look, it's about time you step up after the move from Bournemouth. It's about time you step up, though. So, off the bench, new man Bruno Guimaraes was given a late run out. Jacob Murphy and Javier Manquillo also got a look in. So, look, for this game, Newcastle 3, Everton 1. Let me just locate my notes here really quick. I should have actually located the notes already before I started the thing, but of course I didn't. You know what I'm saying? So, look, as I mentioned, Gray and Mina subbed off early. Setback for Everton, but they still managed to score. And even though they scored, I think it still disrupted their game plan that they had to make two changes so early on in the game, and those were forced. So, you definitely have to make note of that. And the goal did come right after those Souk players was taken off. They were subbed out. And it was a scrappy goal. Mason Holgate involved with the shot. Cleared off the line and somehow found its way into the back of the net for a Jamal Lascelles' own goal. And interestingly, Jamal Lascelles actually headed the ball from a corner for the Mason Holgate own goal. So it's like these two players were playing tit for tat, and not very often that you see two own goals, the first two goals of the game. So, yeah. So Everton giving up the lead, and after that, look, Newcastle just took the game by the scruff, and as they say, the rest is history. So, look, the goal by Ryan Fraser, 56 minute, set up skillfully by Alain Saint-Maximin, and Newcastle having to come from behind, took the lead. And the way these guys were actually celebrating, you could just see that they're enjoying their football under Eddie Howe. Future looks bright. Saudi takeover, big money signings, richest club in world football right now. You know what I mean? And they did flex their power during the transfer window, and their successful transfer window could actually be the reason why they survive, if they do end up surviving. Dan Burn, Gimaresh, Matt Target, Kieran Trippier, Chris Wood, all players who could have an impact. I don't agree with all the signings, but still, these players could definitely have more of an impact than the players that were at the club. You know what I'm saying? I was watching a highlights reel from Newcastle when they survived a couple seasons ago, and I saw what's his name, man? What's that left back name? His name is not coming to me anymore, and I just thought about his name. What's his name again, man? I saw him. I'm like, what the hell? Why is he still playing? You see what I'm saying? And teams need to refresh. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're an exceptional player, you got to keep refreshing the team all the time, man. Goddamn, I forget his name, man. And that's... I can't... Every time I need... He's been injured all season, though, and I forget his name. So, I'll let you know his name in a second, man. God damn. I hate when that happens, man. He's not the most popular player, but Paul Dummett. He's been around for dumb long. I'm telling you, man. Paul Dummett's been around for a very, very long time at Newcastle United. And he's still... These are the players that you need. You need to get these players out of the team, man. You need to get these players out of the team. And that's the reason why Newcastle find themselves in a situation like this right now. Because you have players like Paul Dummett in the team. No disrespect to Paul Dummett at all, but he did come to the ranks at Newcastle United. Did move to a couple seasons at St. Mirren, but he's been a Newcastle man through and through. But still, I don't think he's good enough, man. Anyways, let's just keep talking about this game. Fraser with that goal to get Newcastle going, and these guys, as I said, celebrating, and they really enjoyed their football. Free kick given away around maybe the 78th minute. Alan getting into it with Trippier, and Kieran Trippier stepped up to put in one of the most beautiful free kicks you could ever see. The goal, the way the goalkeeper dive into the back of the net following the ball and everything. Brilliant free kick, man. And just to top off a really scintillating second half performance there by Newcastle for a convincing 3-1 win over Everton. I kind of feel sorry for Everton and Lampard, though. You know what I mean? Especially Lampard, where I actually found a picture of him with his head down in disappointment, and I put it on the thumbnail too. I'm kind of petty for that, but still. Everton's woes continue. I know the Liverpool fans are loving this, definitely, and the Newcastle fans are loving this. With only their third win this season, they're looking like their team reborn under Eddie Howe, especially after the January transfer window. So, look, Alain Saint-Maximin did hit the post during the game, and he had a chance saved. Willock and Trippier did go off at the end with, maybe some injury problems. Gimaresh featured for the first time in the Premier League as the Brazilian looked to help Newcastle survive as well. Maybe in the next game, we'll see him. 3-1 win to Newcastle United. So for them, they're 17th right about now, as I mentioned. And the next game will be against Aston Villa. That will be a good one. West Ham, Brentford, Brighton. The next 4 games are games they will actually want to play where these teams are going to be, scrapping it out for those 3 points, and win probability is definitely there for Newcastle United. So, look, as for Everton, who have been really disappointing this season, a 16th, just ahead of Newcastle, they haven't won any of the last 5, and that barren run goes back very far. Rafa Benitez got sacked for a reason. Everton have not been winning Premier League games. They have been very, very poor. Very, very, very poor. I'm still scrolling back looking for their last win that came against Arsenal on December 6th. But they've had a horrible run since then, man. Very, very bad. And for them, the next game will be against a tough Leeds United outfit. And then they do have Southampton. Man City on February 26th to round off the month. So all the best to Everton. These games are going to be very, very difficult games, as every Premier League game is. But still, it's going to be tough for a struggling outfit under a manager who's still pretty much a rookie, if you ask me. So best of luck to the Toffees. They might get dragged into the relegation scrap. So, guys, that's my thoughts on that game, and we do have a few matches left to talk about. The Tottenham, Southampton, Man City, Brentford, and Liverpool, Leicester. So stay tuned. Don't go nowhere, man. Big up to each and everybody in the house right about now. Make sure you guys smash up the thumbs up button. We do have 59 thumbs up. Guys, let's get the stream up to 75 likes. I do appreciate everybody who have liked the video so far. Everybody who tuned in. The people who stuck around for the entire live stream. You guys are the real deal, man. To each and every one of you watching right now, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's talk Tottenham 2, Southampton 3. God damn, I never expected a result like this, but I gotta give it to Southampton, man. I really gotta give it to them. Look, after that own goal in the 18th minute by Bednarek, these guys, they woke up and they just decided, we are not losing to Tottenham again. And they went on to win the game. You see what I'm saying? Oh, man. Yeah. James Ward-Prowse, man. Take a bow. Take a freaking bow. When you think about Tottenham going in for all these players, spending big money, James Ward-Prowse is probably a player that they could have went in for and slotted into their midfield to give them that creativity that they need. Think about it. Think about it, man. Just picture James Ward-Prowse in an all-white of Tottenham. You know what I'm saying? Spraying balls to Son, to Kane. Instead of Kane coming back every minute. Look, with Dele Alli leaving, with Tanguy and Ndombele leaving, James Ward-Prowse could have been a player that they signed. I'm just putting it. I'm just saying. I'm just thinking out loud. That's all I'm doing right here. You know what I mean? Maybe he doesn't want to play for Tottenham. You see what I'm saying? But look, Tottenham, Southampton. Let's take a look at the lineups really quick here. For Tottenham, Christian Romero featuring for the first time in about 3 months. Davinson Sanchez, didn't have the best of game. Ben Davies, his slip, probably caused Tottenham, to drop the 3 points as well. Reguilon, he did have a chance, blasted into the keeper. Pierre-Emile Haibier has gone quiet as of late. Harry Winks, Emerson Royal, Son back into the fray. Lucas Moura and Kane. On the bench, new men, Dejan Kulusevski and Rodrigo Bentancur did come off the bench to feature for the Premier League debut, along with Steven Bergwijn, who was almost the hero at the end to get a point, but goal was chalked off for offside, rightfully. So a lot of new players in the league, man. Big up to Southampton. Will Smallbone back in the back in the team, back on the bench. He's been dealing with his injuries and illnesses lately. Shane Long, Theo Walcott, and Ibrahima Diallo featured late, but it was the guys from the start that got the job done. Amanda Broja was a doubt, but he started a game and managed to score a goal, which is pretty good. Pretty good, man. Every goal counts towards the win. Che Adams was brilliant as well. Had a few chances. Did score. Mohamed Elianusi as well. All these players was actually brought off at the end of the game, and they scored. So Ward-Prowse played a game, played a match. Romain Perrault, the Frenchman, I think he was very, very brilliant in the match as well. And Fraser Foster was brilliant. Listen, I'm not even gonna mention this boy called Mohamed Salisu. I'm still kind of tight. Mo Salisu was so good against Manchester City. Oh my God. We should have won that game about 6-0. But Salisu just kept cutting out and blocking and stopping everything. And the likes of Bednarek and Romeo provided the experience there for Southampton. So, 4th minute, big clearance. Big chance, I should say, by Son. By Southampton, pardon me. I don't know why I said Son, but I wrote Sue, so it looked like Son there. Big chance by Southampton. Che Adams shot, point blank range. Save. Well, it's more of a shot hit straight to Lloris than a save, but Southampton started very brightly in the game and should have, gotten a goal there by Che Adams. So, 16th minute, good break by Spurs. Kane, teed up Reguilon, and he smashed the ball straight into Fraser Foster as well. So both teams had great chances to open the scoring. None of them took the chance, but the goal did come in the 18th minute. Heung-min Son putting pressure on Jan Bednarek. Cross came in and Bednarek put into his own goal. But look, Tottenham didn't keep the lead for long as Armando Broja did tap in. And that was Romain Perrault with the great work to set up Broja for the equalizer. That came after James Ward-Prowse's shot was saved by Lloris. There was another chance for Southampton. And the 38th minute, Stuart Armstrong headed wide. Well, he had his header saved, pardon me. So it was a good response by Southampton after going behind to get the equalizer after that own goal and everything. So they were a brighter team. They were really bright at the start, and seems like Antonio Conte, I don't know if teams are figuring him out now. Came back to the Premier League with about 7 to 8 games unbeaten, and now he have lost his last 2 games, last 2 Premier League games, I think. The one against Chelsea, they did lose. Let me find Tottenham. Yep, one against Chelsea and now against Southampton. So maybe the complacency is kicking in again at Spurs, but it's a transition period after a few players left the club and, a few players came into the dressing room as well. So, look, the go-ahead goal here. Well, actually, the go-ahead goal for Spurs, let me just get my bearing back here again, did come in the 78th minute. Heung-min Son, Lucas Moura with brilliant ball to find Son making a run, and Son to score in his 5th consecutive Premier League home game, coming back from an injury as well, and to give Spurs the lead. There was also, a controversial moment where Armando Broja was fouled by Emerson Royal. It wasn't given, was deemed illegal, according to VAR, and Southampton actually, give up. The Spurs actually went back into the lead there. So it wasn't for long, though. It wasn't for long. Because 10 minutes later, Mohamed Elianusi, who was actually teasing, scored, headed in from a James Ward-Prowse cross. Wicked cross. Spurs giving Ward-Prowse way too much room to get his delivery in. And James Ward-Prowse, who's been, delivering a lot better than UPS, FedEx, and DHL, put one on a platter for Mohamed Elianusi. And 2 minutes later, he did so again for Che Adams for a similar goal to put Southampton into the lead. Look, Steven Bergwijn did come off the bench and almost scored an equalizer for Tottenham, but it was deemed offside, and rightfully so. Ralph Hasenhuttl celebrated like he had won the Champions League, and Southampton with the big 3 points. Listen, they don't win many games away to Tottenham, so it was a big victory. It was a victory that most of us didn't expect, and they managed to pull it off. So a bit of complacency kicking in at Tottenham. Seems like I have to take the hot off their name again because they've gone cold for the last 2 games. So very, very big 3 points here for Southampton. Remember earlier in the season, they weren't playing too well. There was the whole relegation talk as well, but now they're on 28 points after 23 matches. And they're looking poised to survive yet another Premier League season where, look, Hassan Huto might look to challenge for Europe, maybe Europa League or even the Conference League. So, got to be ambitious, man. Definitely got to be ambitious. And they have been shown to be a more ambitious club, newly taken over, I think, by a Serbian. I think that's a Serbian billionaire took them over, and they would look to be more ambitious in the future, holding on to their better players and competing, a lot more in the league instead of just being that club to stay up and and do well from time to time. So for them, for Southampton, the next game is against Manchester United. Great time to play great time to play Man United. Then they do have Everton and Norwich. So they have games coming up that, they could actually pick up wins, get their points tally into the 30s, and look to achieve other goals that's on the list. So for Tottenham, they're 7th. That would be a big setback for them. 21 games played, but they have lost their last 2 games, and they're on 36 points. If they had won those games, they would have definitely been in the top 4 right about now, but that didn't happen, so yeah, they have to go back to the drawing board and try again. Look, they didn't start the game too badly, but I really don't know what happened as the game went on, man. Seriously. Ben Davies with the slip, you know what I'm saying? It was just, Kane didn't really have a lot of chances. Son came back, scored, that's a positive, but it wasn't a good performance. Luis was very, very busy, and if it wasn't for him, it could have been a worse loss. So, still, not a good enough performance by Tottenham. Team trying to get Champions League football there. Look, you might have to sit out the Champions League next year again. I didn't actually watch the game from the full game, so I can't really give my account of Kulusevski or Bentancur, but I'll see in the future. So look, for Tottenham, their next game will be against Wolves. Then they do have Manchester City, Burnley, and Leeds United before the FA Cup 5th round game against Middlesbrough. I just want to beat Spurs. I just want City to beat Spurs at the Etihad, man. You know what I mean? And I need to get a revenge against Spurs. I don't know how we lost to these dudes at the beginning of the season at all. So, look, big up to each and everybody in the house right about now. 2 games to go. City and Liverpool still. We got to talk about those teams. Big up to each and everybody in the house. 80 move, bro. Jacob Ramsey to Manchester City next season. Signing him up. Definitely signing him up. I don't know who else. I don't know who would move on. Maybe we'll move on a player like Zinchenko. Send Zinchenko to the Italian League or something. And, we'll bring in a player like Jacob Ramsey. See what I'm saying? A midfielder for a midfielder. Zinchenko is more versatile, but it's about time we bring in a new left back, though. Get rid of Benjamin Mendy as well, you know what I'm saying? Who's been accused of about 9 offenses against 6 women. How this is weird, right? How is Mendy being accused by 6 different women? Mendy, boy, you're a player, man. You're a player, and it backfired. I think it's exploitation and blackmail. If you ask me, though. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't know, man. I don't know. But Mendy, you might have an addiction, bro. I think you need to seek some help. I actually think this is a sabbatical for Benjamin Mendy, you know what I mean? And some good might actually come out of it. but you haven't been conducting yourself like a professional footballer for the last 4 years. Since you won the World Cup with France, it's like you lost your mind. Anyways, we're going to keep it moving though, you know what I mean? Let's see if Benjamin Mendy bunks back from this horrible situation. Let's see if he gets, he beats this case and he's being deemed innocent. Let's see, but he's been in jail though. You know what I'm saying? He's been in jail for a long time, but innocent until proven guilty. Let's see if he'll beat the case. They'll settle out a court or something. Let's say, hey man, let's just settle this. Give a couple mil. Let's see what'll happen. He go back to France, go back to Marseille and play some football over there. You know what I mean? Or go to Lyon or Monaco or wherever he want to go. He did come from Monaco, but let's see where he'll end up. But, man, is it going to be the end of Mendy? Is it going to be the end of guys like Sigurdsson and guys like, what's his name again? Mason Greenwood. I already forget about him. Yeah, let's see, man. Let's see. A lot of off-the-field issues with these footballers. So, how much money we got? Listen, he's still 80 move. Behave yourself, bro. Behave yourself. What do you say? He switch up in prison, or he dealing with a couple of the female guards in prison too? Oh my God. Anyways, man, let's keep it going, man. Listen, let's not get into that. Let's keep it going. Let's talk Manchester City 2. Brentford 0. Look, even though City won 2-0, it looks like a comfortable win, but it was definitely far from that, man. Definitely. Brentford actually in the game up until the 69th minute when De Bruyne scored. But even though they didn't threaten too much, they were always still in the game. And with Manchester City, they give you opportunities and then anything could happen, man. So I'm just happy that we didn't drop points in this game. You see what I'm saying? So, look, let's start the lineups briefly. This is not a game I plan to spend forever on. Well, we do have our 41 minutes, so I look to wind down the stream right about now. But look, a win is a win, a good win. Mara's in the 40th minute, Kevin De Bruyne in the 69th. No players got injured or anything, so it's a good game. It's a good game. But let's take a look at the lineups really quick here. For City, Edison in goal. Ruben Diaz back in the team. He's been getting some rest lately, which is good. Very smart stuff by Pep Guardiola managing the workload of Diaz. But the interesting player to start the game was John Stones, along with Laporte and Diaz, with Cancelo at left back. Cancelo, god damn, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. Brilliant player, man. Brilliant player. Anybody who tell me Cancelo is not the best fullback in the league right now, you gotta be lying. You gotta be lying. The runs he make, the distribution, the skills, the dribbles, you know what I mean? The crosses, the goals. He's been scoring goals. I know his numbers ain't like up there in terms of assists like Trent and Robertson, but god damn, man, he's freaking good. Anyways, he's the best fullback in the league right now, without a doubt. Look, John Stones, man, at right back. John Stones proven to be very versatile. He could play as a CDM if you want him to play there. He could play as a center back and he could play as a right back. So big up to John Stones. He did make a horrible mistake in a game that almost, we were almost punished, but, we weren't. But apart from that, he had a solid game. Rodri, oh man, people are not talking about Rodri enough. Kevin De Bruyne, one of the best players in the Premier League, definitely top 5. We're not going to get into that argument right about now. Bernardo Silva, so industrious. And Raheem Sterling, who has now got the record for winning the most penalties ever in the Premier League history with 23. God damn, Raheem the Dream is back. He should have scored a goal in a game or two though, but still. Riyad Mahrez, City's most prolific goal scorer this season with 7 goals in his last 7 games for Manchester City. And the big Philly style, Foden. What a player. What a academy product. Imagine seeing Jacob Ramsey, Cole Palmer, and Phil Foden for City 3 years from now, man. Oh, my God. Oh, man. But, yeah, Jacob Ramsey is a transfer target of mine, though. So, yeah. Walker, he got some rest. I want to see Nathan Ake involved more going forward. I really want to see that. Once the Premier League title is like clinched, yeah, I'm just going to put that out there. I want to see Pep starting to, give players a lot more opportunities. I want to see Liam Delap, who was on the bench, McAtee, and, guys like Cole Palmer when he's fit again. I want to see these guys given more opportunities. I was just very happy that Grealish didn't start the game. You see what I'm saying? Grealish need more time to settle in. See what I mean? There was this whole thing over, Grealish and, over the little break there. We're not going to get into that right now. Gundogan off the bench, very reliable. He got a couple more years left at City. Let's see if Gundogan would be one of those players like a Fernandinho who stay on for a very long time in his career. Look, for Brentford, they were without Ivan Toney, their best goal threat, their biggest goal threat. Sergi Canos and Saman Ghoddos started the game up top. Brian Mbeumo on the bench, and he's been struggling with some injuries. The big surprise for me was the fact that David Raya started the game. So David Raya back, Christopher Aya back, and they looking like they're getting their core team back together as they look to survive the drop. Frank Onyeka, I think, was one of their more attacking threats during the game. And the other players like Norgard and Jensen, these guys weren't really involved too much. Mads Rossleff give away the penalty, so, didn't have the best of the game. But one positive for Brentford is Josh Da Silva, fit again, back in the team. I think he did come off the bench in December, but he's back on the roster after a long injury layoff there. So that means guys like Shandon Baptiste, would miss out going forward. Christian Eriksen, the new signing, wasn't involved on the day. And as I mentioned, he shouldn't be involved against Manchester City at all. So, look, not much to talk about in terms of moments in this game. City with a lot of chances, but only scoring twice. So, you could say we were wasteful on the day. 15 shots, 7 on target. Raya having to make a lot of saves. Brentford with 6 shots, 2 on target. City had 76% of the ball. So very, very one-sided in terms of the possession there, though. So 25th minute chance for Cancelo. He blasted over. And then after Raya made a save, that was Cancelo with a chance. Free kick for City. Laporte with a chance that he put wide with his right foot, his weaker foot. And then the penalty came. Raheem Sterling played in behind, and Rossleff brought him down. That was a legit penalty, not like Sterling dive or anything. Out of those 23 penalties he won, he probably dived for about 15 of them. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real here. Let's keep it real. But Sterling does know how to win a penalty, and that's a very good skill to have. It's a skill, man. It is a skill. Salah have that skill. Mane, he got that skill as well, and only a select few players got that skill. Like Grealish got that skill as well. So yeah, some players they look blatant when they dive, but not those guys that I just mentioned. Especially Mo Salah. Oh my God, I saw Mo Salah did a dive at the AFCON. I don't know how he didn't get a card for that. But anyways. At least I'm saying that at least I'm saying Sterling does die from time to time, right? So look, Mahrez stepped up and he took the penalty brilliantly. Look, Man City have been getting a lot of penalties this season, though. Do you guys realize that? You see what I'm saying? We've been getting a lot of penalties, and I'm happy about it. I'm not complaining, but it's been good penalties. It's been legit penalties, not like VAR. You see what I'm saying? It's not like what you say? You say like Liverpool, and you say Varchester City. No, it haven't been Varchester City at all. So look, 55th minute, Cancelo with a brilliant move, couple dribbles. He got a shot off, and it was saved by Raya. If that had scored, oh man, that would have lifted the roof off the Etihad. The second goal did come in the 69th minute. Another mistake after the mistake early on by Canos. who caused the mix-up and then the playing behind and Raheem Sterling brought down. Brentford with another mistake where goalkeeper Raya tried to pick out Matthias Jensen and it was cut out by Sterling. His shot saved by Raya. And Kevin De Bruyne had a very tight angle to score that goal there. So you got to give it to Kevin De Bruyne though, you know what I mean? What a player, man. What a player. I'm so blessed. Listen, City are so blessed. I'm so blessed to have Kevin De Bruyne as part of my in the team, man. He's so freaking good though. So look, Roger did have a shot that was saved from distance. That's a chance, and he didn't hit it properly, but yeah. Brentford had a few look-ins, closest being that Stones mistake, as I mentioned. Onyeka with the most attempts at goal as well. Edison not tested enough, in my opinion. City held on for the 2-0 win. Look, routine win at the end of the day. I never expected any other result. And yet another 3 points to keep the lead above Liverpool and Chelsea. But City got to keep winning. You got to keep winning. You can't afford to drop points because, you know, if Liverpool don't drop points, then we have a title race again. Look, in the news, City Football Group have acquired their 11th football club in Bolivian outfit Club Bolivar. So look for that one, you know, in the future. I did talk about Mendy already and his legal problems. And I did talk about Raheem Sterling being the player to win the most penalties in Premier League history with 2020 with 23, and he won Player of the Month in December. But it wasn't for winning penalties though, you know what I mean? He's actually been playing some good football. So yeah, City 2, Brentford 0, and as Man City look to win yet another Premier League title and go back to back, Brentford look to survive the drop. So yeah, man. For City, their next game coming up will be against Norwich. That's a winnable game. But look, another thing that I have to mention: you can't take any games for granted. You can't have a game against Brentford or against Norwich and say, "Okay, let's rest him. Let's rest him." No, put out your best team, your best possible team. Yeah, you could rotate. But put out your best possible team at any given time so that you don't slip up, because you slip up, other teams are going to catch up. You see what I'm saying? You can't afford to do that. And another reason why Man City, I got to make this point, have been doing so well over the last few years, right? Winning title after title after title after title, is because of the investment that they have put into the team. And you're not going to win Premier League titles unless you invest. You saw when Liverpool really went and invest. And I'm not talking about investing 20 mil here, 15 mil there. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the investments of 70 mil, 60 mil, 50 mil, 70 mil. That kind of player you got to invest. Instead of spending, let's say, 125 million pounds every season on 5 mediocre players, you bring in 2 quality players per season, and over time you build a machine that's definitely hard to stop. And that's what Man City have done. You see what I'm saying? That's what they have done over the years. They just building, they keep refreshing the team, you know, and that's the freaking recipe right there. This could be the 4th title in 5 years under Pep Guardiola. Brilliant. You see what I'm saying? 4 in 5 years. And it would be 6 since the takeover, which is brilliant, right? Which means if it continues like this, right, in the next 15 years, Man City could have about 15 titles. You see what I'm saying? Which is ridiculous. This is becoming a farmers league, man. I'm afraid to say the Premier League is indeed becoming a farmers league. Because what's going to happen, City are so ambitious that they're going to go out there and look for the best manager available when Pep Guardiola leaves, whenever he decides to leave, that's what they're going to do. They look for the best players out there that suits the club, not just go and make any rash signings, panic signings. You see what I'm saying? And that's been the reason for the success of the club. Look, talking about the success, man. Look, before we do get into and segue into the next game, for Brentford, they will play Palace, Arsenal, and Newcastle next. Their position right now in the league, 14th with 23 points. They have lost their last 5 games on the bounce, and that's a cause for concern. That is indeed a cause for concern for Brentford. Okay? They've even lost the game in the FA Cup. So that's 6. Right? The last win came against Aston Villa January 2nd and against Port Vale in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. But they haven't been good. Before those wins, they did lose to City in the league, Brighton, and lost to Chelsea in the quarterfinal of the Cup. So, they look, in their last, 10 games? These guys have racked up about 8 L's. It ain't good. It ain't good, man. It ain't good. They need inspiration. They really need inspiration, and maybe Christian Eriksen could provide that inspiration that Brentford need to survive. Let's see what happens when Eriksen do feature for the club. So big up to each and every one of you guys in the stream right about now. Look, we got 66 likes on the board. We got almost 100 people in here. Guys, let's get the stream up to 75 thumbs up, man. Look, before I talk about the last match, Liverpool, Leicester, let's get the stream up to 75 thumbs up. Let me drink some water. Let me refresh myself. Last game, but let's get to 75 thumbs up, man. Come on, guys. You could do better than that. Smash up the black clay thumbs up button. That's the least you can do for the stream. It's free. Smash it up. $75, baby. Let's go. 75. Come on, 75, man. I'll take a break. I'll definitely take a break until we get to 75 thumbs up. Let me check my phone. Let me see if there's any messages coming or anything. All right, let me see what's going on. Okay, I got a message, you know what I mean? All right, let me respond to that message. You know, let me see, 75 thumbs up yet? All right, we need 3 more. Come on, guys, you could do better than that. Smash up the thumbs up button. Let's go. All right, my boy Football Pharaoh just hit me up. You know, we got to talk World Cup next week. All right, good. Look for that video. Boy Football Pharaoh and I. International football. All right, we got 74. Come on, guys, you could do better than that. Let me check my email. What I got here in the email. Ah, man. Jesus Christ. I've been spending a lot of money lately, man, on vehicle repairs, man. Listen, this snowstorm, the last snowstorm, really set me back big time, man. I hit a pothole with my Honda. I gotta buy a new tire. That's $100 and something. I messed up my Acura as well. Slid off the road, hit the curb. That's gonna run me what? The tire got messed up. That's $200+ for one tire. Then the parts run me what? Let me see. The parts run me $400, so that's $600 and something plus the installation. God damn, man. So that's about $800. The snowstorm cost me, and we had 75 thumbs up, man. So I've been grinding, and I have to end up spending all that money back on the car. Jesus. Anyways, part of life, man. Liverpool, who still wants to be in the Premier League title race, 2. Leicester City, currently struggling under Brendan Rodgers, the former Liverpool manager, 0. Look, I didn't expect another result. This was the only result that I thought was going to happen. But while watching the game, I got to keep it real. in the back of my mind, in the back of my mind, I wanted Liverpool to lose or draw the game. I've got to keep it real. Big up to D Madrid. Look, D Madrid, bro. Look, I ain't getting no money back for my taxes, bro. You know what I'm saying? No. It ain't happening, man. I had to pay back last year. So I don't get a tax return. But look. Liverpool 2, Leicester City 0. Let's talk lineups really quick. Let's talk lineup. Let's not rush. And let's talk lineup. Let's start with Liverpool. Alisson in goal, number 1. Liverpool paid big money for him, and you know what they get in return? Quality. Not the Minulets and the Luis Carriers. You know, I know Alisson made his mistakes from time to time, but he's the man who keeps Liverpool in the hunt. Early save from Maddison comes to mind. Virgil van Dijk, always on the verge of something big. And, you know, ever reliable at the back. You know, haven't been his best, but still, he's been good. Goal threat. Andrew Robertson, swashbuckling left back. Joel Matip, should have a German flag on his name there. He's not even born in Cameroon. Don't even play for Cameroon anymore. Trent Alexander-Arnold, you know, assist king of the league. He's been good going forward. And I'm not going to talk about his defending today at all. You know, not. We're not going to get into that. But look, Fabinho has been ever reliant in the midfield. Very reliable. Thiago, I think, had a good game. Back in the team. Henderson out of the team. Curtis Jones back in the fray. Back from that injury. What, he had an eye injury or something? Roberto Firmino back from injury as well. You haven't really been scoring a lot, but still influential figure in the final third there. And Diego Jota, the man that has been really making things tick for Liverpool, while Salah and Mane was scrapping it out at the Africa Cup of Nations. Luis Bumbleclat Diaz. Yeah, he was really good in the game though. Had a couple shots, should have scored a goal. But if it wasn't for Kasper Schmeichel, you know, Luis Diaz could have had a glorious performance on his Anfield debut. Premier League debut as well for Diaz. He did feature in the FA Cup. But look, it was a bright start to his Liverpool career. He looks scary though. And the reason why I'm mentioning, you need to keep making quality signings. Not just go out and spend money, but spend money on the right players. Look at the money Liverpool spent on Jota, right? 40 plus mil. Look at what they got in return. Diaz, he already got an assist in the FA Cup. Look at the money they spent on him. They spent good money on Firmino, Mane, Salah, Alisson, and Van Dijk. And look at what they got in return. You see what I'm saying? They got money. I know there's some players who didn't really produce, like Naby Keita comes to mind. But Fabinho has been a great servant. Konate has looked good. You know what I mean? So these players would give you, you know, you bring in quality players, they're gonna pay you back. You see what I mean? They're really gonna pay you back. Some of the signings have been a bit, you know what I mean, on the cheap side. And those players, some of those players haven't really worked out. Some have. You think about Andy Robertson, he has worked out really good. But you can't be cheap and want to win titles. Let's just put it out there. Let's just put that one out there. You take a look at the bench here, and Harvey Elliott, he's come back from injury and he's looked good. Takumi Minamino, the 98th, he came on so Luis Diaz could get a standing ovation. And Mo Salah, bro, you should have taken a week off. You came off the bench. You almost scored. I got to give it to you. You know what I mean? You should have scored. Hit the crossbar. Had a two-shot save, but he should have scored. But I think that Salah should have taken a damn week off like Sadio Mane. I think Salah is actually very hurt from the AFCON final loss. And he just said, F it. I don't want no break. Let me just go back and play for Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? He should have taken a week off and take a breather. You see what I mean? Like Mane just said, hey, man, I ain't going back to play right now. I'm with the AFCON. Listen, there's a team there. Let them go out there and win for Liverpool. I'm taking a break. And Marner deserved the break, though. You see what I mean? How many games he played at the Africa Cup of Nations within the month? You know what I mean? 3 games in a group, round of 16. You have quarterfinal, semifinal, final. That was like 6 games? 6 games in like no time? What is that? No, 7 games? 7 games? Like, come on, man. Salah, you should have taken a break as well. But look, came off the bench and looked good. Almost scored. But for Leicester, though, the big talking point for Leicester is the fact that Brendan Rodgers had fit defenders in centre backs. You're talking Chagla Soyuncu and Yannick Vestergaard, and chose to start Daniel Amate and Wilfred Ndidi at the back, which I think was a mistake. It was a mistake. And I think this came after the embarrassing loss to Nottingham Forest. Forest, you see what you done gone and did? You knocked out Arsenal, you knocked out Leicester, and you put the whole team in chaos. You have Ricardo on the bench. I don't know if he was fit enough to start, but I don't think Brendan Rodgers got his 11 right. I you're being reactive, and you maybe you hit the panic button. I've even heard Brendan Rodgers said that his team is stale, where most of the players that started in the cup game against Forest, he met them at the club. So he's saying that Leicester are very predictable these days, and when you don't have Jamie Vardy in the team to provide that moment of magic for you, you're looking toothless. You see what I'm saying? And very inconsistent. You see what I mean? And he do have a point, which means that come this summer there might be a clear out at Leicester and new investment with, you know what I mean, players coming in. But the players who played, they didn't do well. They didn't trouble Liverpool enough. Bright start with James Maddison, chance being tipped over by Alisson, that would have went in. And then we had a couple look-ins by Leicester at the start of the game. But one player I have to make note of, Kiernan Dewsbury Hall. That's a bright spot there for Leicester for sure. Luke Thomas, he's having a breakout season as well. James Justin back from injury. But when you look at that back line, no way you are going to keep Liverpool out. No way. I don't know what it is. Maybe the AFCON, the AFCON just played and Brendan Rodgers is saying, okay, let me get some Africans at the back there. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know what his rationale was, though. I really don't know. But, you know what I'm saying? This is not a back line to actually fare. It's a back line you want to play against. You see what I'm saying? But when you drop in players because you get knocked out of the FA Cup, I could understand you were defending champions of the FA Cup and all. You can't operate like that, Brendan. You can't. You gotta conduct yourself a lot better than that, Brendan. Okay? Come on. Anyways, 19th minute, Trent Alexander-Arnold, a shot saved by the goalkeeper. Good save. And then the goal came in the 34th minute. Corner by Trent. Van Dijk with the header. Not defending the set piece very well. Schmeichel saved. Jota with the tap in. And that was his 100th club goal in his club career. That was a 10th corner that Leicester had conceded from this season. The 13th set-piece goal conceded, and they're the worst in the league in that department. 1-0 to Liverpool. 45th minute, Firmino had a shot. Hit straight at the goalkeeper. Should have scored, but didn't. 1-0 at the halftime for the Reds. They had a few chances in the early stages of the second half there for Jota. Wasn't able to capitalize. Salah and Elliott came on. And Liverpool continued their dominance over the game. Like, Leicester didn't really have a lot of chances at all. Not many chances. They didn't test Alisson enough. They didn't provide enough balls for Patson Daka, who was later taken off. And it was just a toothless performance, if you ask me, by the Foxes. You see what I'm saying? It was really a horrible performance. It was a nothing game. We know they struggled in the earlier stages of the return leg, and then they came back when Lookman came off the bench and held on to the win. But they didn't show that fight in this game at all, man. You know, Salah off the bench, he had a chance, saved, really good chance, you know, over on the right side. Could have been one of those brilliant goals that he scored against, what was that, against Watford and against City. Almost a goal like that. He hit the crossbar and he had a 1v1 chance after giveaway by Leicester City. Saved by Kasper Schmeichel, who I think is the man of the match, by the way. And I know Jota scored twice, but I think it's Kasper Schmeichel, because if it wasn't for Schmeichel, it would have been about a 7-0 loss by Leicester City on the day. So look, after that Salah 1v1 chance, he was taken out by Amate. Amate tried to pick him up. Leicester continued. Liverpool players were mad after the whole play. And I have to say that if that happened at the Africa Cup of Nations, that was indeed a penalty. That would have been a penalty in the Africa Cup of Nations, because Salah, after he shot the ball, was completely taken out. I think the referees would have deemed that a penalty, but I don't think it was a penalty though, because Salah had already shoot. Amate was kind of late. It wasn't any intention in the whole move there. Look, Luis Diaz had a shot saved in the 82nd minute, almost got in, saved off the line, cleared out. And then the Jota goal came in the 87th minute, and it was brilliantly set up by Joel Matip. I think it was some poor decision making by Leicester. Harvey Barnes, holding on to the ball way too long, and then Leicester failing to clear. Matip with the cheeky toe poke to set up. I don't even remember if it was a toe poke, but he set up Jota with that goal. Look, Luis Diaz, I think, was unlucky not to score. Thiago had some good moments on the overhead attempt. Curtis Jones was kind of offside in that move as well. Salah hit the crossbar, had a couple saved. Liverpool were bright, 22 shots, 11 on target. As I mentioned, Kasper Schmeichel brilliant on the day. Leicester with only 5 shots, 1 on target. Alisson hardly tested. They only had 35% of the ball. Liverpool with a dominant performance and a well-deserved win to keep the pressure on Manchester City. So, is there still a title race, guys? Yeah. No. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Yeah and no. It's still, yeah, maybe. Let's just say maybe. Leicester have failed to keep a clean sheet in the last 17 Premier League away matches. Not good at all. And Liverpool, they have been quite good at home lately as well. So, look, for some insights here for this game, Liverpool, the only remaining Premier League side yet to lose on home soil this season, have now won 11 of their last 15 Premier League games at Anfield, drawing 4, scoring at least twice in 12 of those games, 34 in total. Told ya! Leicester have lost 3 consecutive Premier League games at Anfield for the third occasion over their last 11 visits, drawing 2, whilst only at Arsenal 14 have the Foxes endured a longer winless run at a specific opponent in the competition than their current 11-match sequence at Liverpool. Leicester have conceded more goals from corners, 10, than any other Premier League side this season, while their tally of 18 conceded from all set-piece situations, I said 13, but it's 18, equals their number from the entire of 2021 season, with 17 matches still left to play. They have been poor in defense. Soyuncu have not been good. Vestergaard have not been good. I think they're missing Johnny Evans. Johnny Evans is the missing piece from Leicester's defense. If there's any place they need to strengthen in the summer, it's their defense. Maybe they need to send Chagla Soyuncu back to Turkey or something, because I don't know what has gotten to Soyuncu at all, man. The longer his hair gets, the worse he gets. Oh, man. That's not the case, guys. I'm only playing. But, yeah, man. Leicester, they made some good signings, but they have to strengthen at the back, though. So, Liverpool, look, never thought they would have gotten anything but a win. I predicted a win. Even though deep down as a City fan, I want them to drop points. They didn't. Not a good performance. And while watching the game, I was saying, look at how good Liverpool and Manchester City are. Why other teams can't follow? You know, Chelsea, they have their moments. You know, they won the Champions League and all. But apart from these three teams, the other teams have been getting it wrong, though. You see what I'm saying? They've been getting it wrong. Big time. Big time. It's been an FA Cup win for Arsenal and Leicester, but there's really been nothing else. No competition from the other teams, though. Just think about what I'm telling you. It's only Liverpool and Manchester City. And I was looking at the Liverpool squad with the addition of Luis Diaz, and I was saying, if Liverpool managed to maybe get rid of some of the little bits and pieces players in the team and bring in some more quality, like look at Manchester City, guys. Look at City. You look at every single player in the team and you're like, God damn. Yeah, there's Zinchenko and you might say Ake. You know, you might say Stones. But these guys have been putting out some good performances here and there. But everybody is like damn good. You see, not Mendy though. Not Mendy. He's good in the bed. And in the shower and things like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't know. Not going to get it to him. But if Liverpool manage, in my opinion, to get three more quality, just some quality in their team, in defense and in attack, midfield, oh man, then you probably top a City. But I just feel there's some things that's lacking though. You know what I mean? There's something lacking within the Liverpool team. Something lacking in the sense that they just can't top a City. Yeah, you did it one time, right? You did it one time, but then you failed to defend the damn Premier League title last season, and this season looks like it's gonna be City again. So for next season, Liverpool gotta make some signings in the summer. They got to make some signings. They got to maybe offload a few of the players who haven't really, you know what I mean, made the grade. You see what I'm saying? Maybe they got to get rid of Naby Keita, though. You see what I'm saying? Just think about it. You get rid of Keita, who's always injured, who haven't really done enough, and bring in somebody else. Bring in somebody big. Get rid of Keita. You see what I'm saying? Maybe move on a player. I'm just put it out there though. I'm gonna put it out there. Maybe move on a player like Oxlade-Chamberlain and upgrade on. Liverpool basically need to upgrade on a few players. You gotta upgrade on a few players. Origi, upgrade on a few players and have a squad that any player that you call on, they're gonna get the job done for you. And you know, you do what Man City are doing. Other than that, it's gonna be City. It's going to be a Farmers League for the next 5 seasons. Because that's all that City is going to do. They're just going to keep spending on quality players. And you guys know I'm talking nothing but facts. Nothing but facts. Now, that's my thoughts on the game. That's my thoughts. For Liverpool, the next game would be against Burnley, a very tricky game. Travel to Turf Moor there. Then Internazionale Milano in the Champions League come this Wednesday, and then they do have Norwich. So for Leicester City, they're struggling. Liverpool are in second. Leicester City are currently 12th, and the next game will be against West Ham. That's going to be difficult. And then they do have a Conference League fixture against Randers, where they were relegated from the Europa League into the Conference League. Then they do have Wolves. So some tough games coming up for Leicester as they look to, you know what I mean, get up in the top 10 and put some pressure on the other teams for maybe a Conference League or Europa League spot. That's about the most they'll get this season. I'd like to take the time to big up to the boy OBOKK who dropped in a super chat here. Thank you very much for your support. He says, Liverpool on fire. I can bet you Liverpool will press Man City at an empty head come April. Klopp is Pep's nightmare. Bro, by the time that game is played, it might be too late. And for you as a Liverpool fan, you would hope that that game is a high stake game and it's just not another Premier League game that Man City gotta play. You know what I'm saying? You just be hoping that's the case. All right. So yeah, guys, we did great. We wrapped up the Premier League roundup for match week 24. I gotta be live again tomorrow night to do the preview. A lot of work to be done, which means that tomorrow, after I drop my wife to work, I'll be working on the Premier League, just the notes and things like that. But I actually found a site that actually give me the injuries and availability of the players. It's like right there, all in one. So that would speed up the process, though. So I'm happy about that. But you can never get that right, though. You could never get that right. There's always a player absent just before the game, or a player that we don't know about. Doesn't turn up for the match. So yeah, man, big up to everybody. Look, big up to Demo Dre. If Jota didn't score those 2 goals, Thiago was easily the man of the match. But come on, bro, Schmeichel, for the work that he did in goal, come on. Big up to the boy Dupe in the house. How are you doing? 80 Booth in the house. Dan Salah is a machine. Who else we got here, man? Who can kick the ball the best in soccer? Oh man. If it wasn't for Casper, it would have been 5 or 6 indeed. When Fabinho and Thiago have started together this season, Liverpool are unbeaten with a 95% win. Imperative they play together. I remember cussing down about Thiago playing out of position. That's a good stat, but with Henderson back in the team, are they gonna play Henderson, Thiago, and Fabinho together? Maybe a little bit too, what's the word I should say? A little bit too gritty in the midfield. You need a bit of finesse, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what Liverpool lack. And I know people are going to say, nah, but Liverpool lack that midfielder that's going to be very creative. And I think that's what Thiago's job was supposed to be when he came in. Liverpool thought that when Thiago came in, he was the answer for that. But apparently, he's not. Liverpool are still lacking a few big players in the midfield, though. A few big players. I might actually need to do some scouting for y'all and find a midfielder that could win you the title. So, yeah, man. Yeah. Let me actually cue up the music. Let me cue back up the music. My laptop went to sleep here. I have the old laptop using again. This laptop is about 8 years old though. A MacBook. And I'm still using it. The key to using an old laptop, don't update it. Never update it. If you update it, you're screwed. Screwed big time. So yeah guys, it's now 11:26. It's late. Gotta pick my wife up from work, but it seems like it's gonna be a late one for her tonight. Let me see. She haven't messaged me yet, so all right, good. So what we're gonna be doing, guys, really quick, we're gonna be checking the other leagues. Let's check the other leagues and see what's going on here. All right, Kevlar, Drayton, Dominic, do not do it. Calm too much until the end of the season. You will be changing your tongue when Liverpool win the title. Bro, I already said if Man City don't win the league, Pep Guardiola should just leave, man. You see what I'm saying? Updates help my laptop. Before the updates, it was laggy. No, my old laptop. Remember, if you have a laptop from 2014, a MacBook, and you put in the new operating system in there, it might not be able to handle it. That's the thing. Apple have came out and said that about the old phones. I'm not updating that laptop. I'm only using that laptop for internet purposes. That's it. I don't want to do no heavy lifting with that old laptop. My new laptop, the screen broke. The boy Liam threw it on the ground, broke the screen. I have it hooked up to the TV as a using the TV as a monitor. So I won't be buying a new laptop for some time. Maybe next Christmas I'll treat myself to a new MacBook or something. But right now, I'm gonna have to, you know, do it with this, man. I don't know, man. I have no laptop to actually carry on the road with me. Maybe I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, let's take a look at the other leagues, man. Let's take a look at the other leagues. I haven't done that in a while. I don't even know what's going on in the other leagues, to be completely honest. So, with the little time that we have left, let's take a look at the other leagues. Seria. Let's see what's going on over in Italy here. Let's see what's going on in Italy. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to take a look at the Seria. But before we do take a look at the Seria, could we pull up a bit of Seria branding here? I think I have some branding for the Seria as well. I don't know. I had some, but I can't find it. Let's just use a white background for the Seria. All right, guys. We used to do this a lot, but I've lost my way because I've been strapped for time. So let's see the standing over in Italy, where Inter are on top, 53 points. They lost their last game. Who did they play? I haven't been checking. I haven't been looking at the games either. So they lost to AC Milan in the Milan derby, but they won the Coppa Italia quarterfinal against Roma. Next game is against Napoli. Then they do have Liverpool in the Liga. So Inter on top as they look to win back-to-back titles. Who's in charge at Inter now? Simone Inzaghi, right? Napoli are second with 52 points. We got to tie the race over in Italy, yeah. We got to tie the race with Juventus not in it currently. But AC Milan, 52 points. Juventus could actually creep up. 14 games to go. They could creep up and they could actually win the title still. It's always nice to see Atalanta. They're in the conversation. Keep selling their players though. But they do replace them very well. Lazio, you know, they've been performing well lately. Roma under Mourinho, a 7th with Fiorentina. Selling Vlahovic to Juventus. Verona, who's been playing well lately. Torino, Empoli, Sassuolo, Bologna, Udinese, and the last 6 teams, Spezia, Sampdoria, Cagliari. Relegation zone, Venezia with 14 points, no wins in their last 5. Genoa, who's not doing... Did Shevchenko get sacked from Genoa already? Wasn't he in charge of Genoa? I think he probably got sacked already, right? Let me see. Genoa, definitely. Definitely. Let me go back here. Genoa, let me see something. Yep, Shevchenko got his ass sacked already. God damn, Shevchenko. But Salernitana, they gone. They getting relegated for sure. They gone. Genoa might get relegated too. Venezia still in the hunt. Cagliari in trouble. Sampdoria. That's what's going on in Italy. Players here. Let's go back. Stats. Ciro Immobile with 18 goals. Dusan Vlahovic with 18 as well. Giovanni Simeone with 12. Lautaro Martinez with 11. Domenico Berardi with 10. Joao Pedro, not the one that plays for Watford, with 10. And Tammy Abraham with 10. Assist king Domenico Berardi, Hakan Çalhanoğlu, Sergei Milinkovic-Savic, Antonio Candreva, and Nicolo Barella. What are you guys saying in the chat right now? Big up to each and everybody in the house right now. You guys are the real deal. Anybody saying anything about the Italian League? Rich, I haven't been on your channel for a minute. You do live watches now? Awesome. I hope your baby and beautiful wife are doing well. Yeah, they're doing well. But I haven't been able to do watch-alongs though, because to me, watch-alongs to me, a lot of time a waste of time, man. Seriously, no disrespect to people who do watch-alongs. I will do one from time to time, to be honest. But like, I could be doing better things with my time, man. Seriously. See what I mean? It does help grow the channel, but I just can't. I just don't have the time, guys. I really don't. It takes a lot out of you, and sometimes you really get nothing back from the watch-alongs, to be honest. Big up to Jason Jordan, Dupe, damn, Inter might win it twice in a row, but yeah, Juventus are catching up. Adam, do you think Sterling dive against Brentford? Nah, that was a clear-cut penalty, man. You know what I'm saying? What else we got? So, we talk about the Italian League. Let's just take a look at the match week really quick before we move on. Juventus did beat Verona. Salernitana and Spezia drew. What else we have? Napoli beat Venezia. Sampdoria beat Sassuolo 0-0. Bologna, Empoli. Udinese beat Torino. Atalanta lost to Cagliari. Lazio beat Fiorentina. AC Milan won in the Milan derby. And Roma and Genoa played to a 0-0 draw. A lot of red cards over there in Italy, man. That's what? How many red cards we have there? Damn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Damn, 8. Damn, that's a lot of red cards. So, let's go over to La Liga and see what's going on in La Liga, man. I think the last time I did this, I forgot to check La Liga. So, we're going to check La Liga and see what's going on there. So, Real Madrid, 53 points. The teams behind them are catching up, though. Sevilla, second with 47 points. They're missing a trick with those 3 draws, back-to-back draws. Real Betis, they're doing well, 40 points, but, 7-point gap between Sevilla and Betis. With Barcelona on the come-up, having gone past Atletico Madrid after beating them convincingly. Barcelona are looking to close the gap between themselves and Sevilla and Real Madrid. Guys, do you think Barcelona could come back and win the league with 16 games to go? 16 games. Adama doing bits, says Demo. What else? Meteor, Hope, all is well. Yeah, all is well, man. Except I messed up both my cars during the damn snowstorm that just happened, and the aftermath of the snowstorm, where the roads are always messed up my wheels. One tire and another wheel, man. So a lot of money. Driving in New York is gonna cost you a lot of money. Just want to put that out there. That's why I'm ready to get the hell out of New York City, man. With inflation and everything is getting way too expensive for me. Not for Barcelona, though. So, Atletico Madrid have lost their way somewhat, but they're still in the hunt for top 4. Villarreal under Unai Emery looking to lock down a Europa League spot, of course. Real Sociedad, the boy David Silva doing his thing over there. Athletic Club doing well as usual. Rayo Vallecano, wow, they're overachieving. They're 9th. Celta Vigo doing a lot better this season. The boy, what's his name? Iago Aspas. Valencia. They're not doing well. No wins in their last 5. Osasuna in 12th. Espanyol in 13th. Not in good form. Elche in great form in 14th. They do have 26 points. Getafe 15th. 25 points. Granada, just like Watford is struggling, Granada struggling. What if both of the Putzer family teams get relegated? That'd be crazy. Mallorca, 17th with 23 points. Bounced back after, horrible form there. In 18th, Cadiz, Alaves, and Levante. God damn. Levante have been struggling over the last couple seasons, and it seems like this might finally be the year they go down. A single win this season for Levante. Not good. Not good at all. Horrible. And that's what's going on in La Liga. In terms of the stats, Karim Benzema leads the goal scoring charts with 17. Wanmi with 12. Raul de Tomas with 12. A few Premier League clubs did come in for him, but Espanyol wanted tremendous amount of money for him, and nobody's going to pay no whole heap of money for no damn Raul de Tomas. Come on. Real Madrid reject. Come on, man. Come on. Vinny Jr. having his best goal scoring season with 12. Iago Aspas, former Liverpool man, with 11. Joselu with 11 as well. Rounds out the top 5 with Oscar Trejo with 9 assists for Vallecano. Oh, that's the reason why Vallecano is doing well. Oh, okay. Karim Benzema with 7. Danny Parejo with 6. Wasn't he a former Liverpool man as well? Nabil Fekir with 6. Gonzalo Guedes with 5. And we have Ika Muniain, Vinny Jr., and Yannick Carrasco Ferreira with 5. And that does it for La Liga. But before we do move on, what happened in the match week? Real Madrid 1, Granada 0. Athletic Club 2, Espanyol 1, Villarreal 2, Betis 0, Barcelona 4, Atletico Madrid 2. Barca is back, baby. God damn. Valencia 0, Real Sociedad 0, Osasuna 0, Sevilla 0. He had Celta Vigo 2, Rayo Vallecano 0, Mallorca 2, Cadiz 1, Getafe 3, Levante 0, Elche 3, Alaves 1. And look, I know the teams from La Liga, but if you ask me about the players from some of these teams, I ain't know nobody, man. I'm telling you. Teams like Elche, if I see the names, I might say, yeah, I know them. But off the top, I don't know many of these I don't know players from many of these teams, though. So, look, we're going to keep it moving. Let's go on and see what's happened in the Bayern Liga. So, Bundesliga. Alright, I'm not spelling that right. Alright, Bundesliga. Alright, I'm not spelling that right again. Bundesliga. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. Are Bayern running away with the league still? Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. Once again, I'd like to take the time to big up to each and everybody in the house right about now. We got 88 thumbs up. Could we hit 100 likes? Big up to the people who stuck around for this final segment, where I usually just end the stream and go on about my business, but today I decided to do a roundup of the other leagues as well. That was a plan from the get-go, but time have definitely been of the essence, man. So Bayern on 52 points after 21 games, only 13 matches to go. Remember, there's only 18 teams over in that league, and 17, 17 by 2 is 34. 13 matches to go as the teams, embark on the quest to, achieve things in the Rock Ronda. Second part of the season there. Dortmund, bridesmaids are second with 43 points. Leverkusen, third with 38. And to round off the fourth Champions League spot are Union Berlin. God damn. I would actually love to see, to be completely honest, the way the league looks right now, I would love to see one of Union, Freiburg, or even an FC Köln, who were recently relegated. These three teams, were playing in lower leagues recently. Freiburg, you got to give it to Freiburg for, they have a manager there for the last 10 plus years. So, yeah, Leipzig could miss out, but yet they could actually sneak in and get that spot. There's Hoffenheim as well, could get that Champions League spot where they did get it on the Nagelsmann, I think, a few years ago. Was it Nagelsmann? Yeah, right? It was Nagelsmann, right? Yeah, I think so. Frankfurt are still in the hunt. There's Mainz as well. They're not doing too badly. But it's nice to see teams like Bochum actually looking to survive. Wolfsburg not doing well in the league in 12th. Borussia Mönchengladbach, horrible, man. Very, very bad. Very bad. 23 points. After 21, they were in the Champions League as well. They're not doing well. When were they in the Champions League? Was it last season, right? I don't think they're in the Champions League this season. I can't even remember, man. Seriously. Can't even remember what happened in the freaking Champions League. Yeah, they were in the Champions League this season. No, that was the last season. I can't even remember anything, to be honest. So, Hertha Berlin, a lot of money they spent. They're just outside the relegation zone. Arminia Bielefeld in 15th with 22 points. And in the relegation playoff spot, Augsburg. Ricardo Pepi at Augsburg. Then Stuttgart 17th and Greuther Fürth in 18th. Stuttgart recently relegated and came back up and looked like they could be going back down again. No wins in their last 5 games. So that's what the Bundesliga looks like. Bayern Munich going to win the title once again to make it, 15 in a row? No, maybe like 9 or 10 in a row. It's a shame. Lewandowski, oh my God, again. 24 goals this season already. He might definitely, 13 games to go. He might hit 40 again. God damn. Patrick Schick with 18. Good season for him. Erling Haaland. I think, yeah, he was injured. Yeah. So good season again for Haaland. He was injured for some time. 16 goals. Anthony Modeste. Frenchman coming back from China to help FC Cologne fight for Champions League. 14 goals. Christopher Nkunku on the radar of many clubs with 10. Serge Gnabry with 10. You know what it is? I would like to see a refresh. You know what I'm saying? The league, we need to see a refresh, man. For example, right? I would like to see a player like, for example, Serge Gnabry. Let's say Serge Gnabry go to like a team like Liverpool. You know what I'm saying? And like maybe you see another player go to Bayern Munich. You see what I'm saying? You get what you get the point I'm trying to make, right? And then you have a player like maybe you have Robert Lewandowski going to, let's say, man, let me find a club for Robert Lewandowski. Maybe he go to Manchester United. Let's say go to Manchester United, see what he does over there. A player like from Manchester United go over to Bayern, see how he does there. I'm fed up with the same old Lewandowski, 24 goals, 29 goals, 45 goals every season for Bayern Munich, bullying the league. Try your luck elsewhere, for God's sake. You see what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm going to move on. Assist kings in the league, Thomas Muller, 16. He's been playing at Bayern Munich for God knows when. What, isn't he a Bayern Munich product? Come on, man. Florian Wirtz, somebody please buy him. Please buy him. I hope he doesn't go to Bayern Munich. You see what I'm saying? These are the things I want to see. I want to see change. Anyways, we're gonna keep it moving. I feel like I was in a bad position there. Anyway, so yeah, let me double check my phone, see if I get any message from the wife or anything. All right, no message from the wife there. All right. You know what I'm saying? All right. Okay, good. So big up to everybody in the house right about now. MVP Kev 8744, 80 Booth, Matata. Everybody in here, man. Flames 27, Ifakir. Everybody, Meteor. Everybody in the house right about now. Let's check Ligue 1. Let's see what's going on over there in Ligue 1, man. Let's see. Standings. I should have checked the last match there for the Bundesliga, but we ain't gonna do that. PSG running away with the league, man. But forget about PSG. Forget about PSG, right? Let's take a look at second and third and fourth and fifth and them things, right? Forget PSG. They're gonna win the league. Once you got Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, yeah, you're gonna win the league. Come on. Forget about them boys there. Marseille have been on the up. I took a look at a Marseille team the other day, and I was like, God damn, Marseille are stacked up, and they're doing well. Marseille are stacked up, guys. Look at this team right here. Bakambu, new signing. Dimitri Payet, Arkadiusz Milik, Guendouzi, Gerson, Boubacar Kamara is a highly rated player. Baleri, highly rated defender. Saliba, you know him from Arsenal. Kolasinac, Lerola, and all these guys are new signing. Paul Lopez, a lot of these guys are new signing, right? A lot of them. Amine Harit, a new signing. Remember, he was at I think he was at Schalke, Moroccan. Quality players, man. This Luis Enrique kid, I'm using him in one of my FIFA career modes. But Chaleta Sarr, he's been in the news. Definitely been in the news. Cengiz Under, I didn't even know he was there. See what I'm saying? And when you have players with the name of Valentin Rongier, come on, man. And Osama Tagalini, come on, man. How dare you guys have the boy Steve Mandanda on the bench? Jorge Sampaoli at the helm. When you have Jorge Sampaoli in charge of your team, there's going to be fireworks, okay? All right, you know that. I need to actually have a live stream where I look at all the other leagues, man, and just talk for a while. But look, Nice in third, Strasbourg in fourth, Rennes in fifth, I like that. I like that. Where's Lyon, man? Lyon at 8, Monaco at 6, Montpellier 7th, Lens, very progressive team, 9th, newly promoted, and they stayed up last season, I think, and they're doing well. Nantes, Lille, disappointing that the defending champions aren't doing so well, but keep selling your best players. What do you think's gonna happen? You know what I mean? Angers, Brest. Do not put Lille, Brest together. You know what I mean? You'll have Lille, Brest. Do not put Nice, Brest. The Ligue 1's kind of perverted. You know what I mean? Angers, Brest, Reims, Clermont Foot, newly promoted. You know, they started well, but petered off a bit. Mohamed Bayo and co would look to survive. Troyes, part of the City group, not doing too well. Think the boy Issa Kabore is over there right now. Come on, Troyes! Come on, Troyes! Troyes is my French club, guys. You know, part of the City group. Lorient, and in the relegation zone, Metz. Metz have been struggling though. Bordeaux struggling, and Saint-Etienne. But it's going to be a good relegation scrap over there in Ligue 1. You take a look at the stats. Wissam Ben Yedder with the most goals with 14. Jonathan David is a goner next summer with 12. Gaetan Laborde with 11. Kylian Mbappe will be going to Real Madrid next summer. Martin Terrier with 11 goals for Rennes, Stade Rennais. Dimitri Payet with the assists. Look, I was watching some the Premier League match the other day, and they showed like an old clip of Dimitri Payet with a Rabona assist. Oh my God. When Payet was at West Ham, listen, man, he killed it, man. It's just sad that he left the way he left and left the bad taste in the West Ham fans' mouth, but he was damn good. Jonathan Klaus, 9 goals, 9 assists, pardon me. He recently got called up to the French team. Mbappe, Amine, Guiri, and Ludovic Ajoke for Strasbourg with the assist there. So with that being said, let's take a look at the Portuguese League. The Portuguese League, man. Let's take a look at that. 3-horse race? Not so much. Porto are running away with the league with 59 points. Sporting are right behind with 53. And Benfica on 47. Did Benfica sack Jorge Jesus? Did they sack him? That was in. I think they did sack him, you know. I think they did sack him. Yep. This man by the name of Nelson Verissimo is in charge, and Jorge Jesus, even though he wasn't doing too bad, they just sacked him. You see what I'm saying? But look, while we at, you know, talking about the Portuguese League, let me click Benfica again and do some scouting really quick here. Let me take a look at this game against Sporting in the Taka final that they lost. Sporting won the cup and I'll do some scouting in this game. Big up to the boy Coach's desk in the house. How are you doing, Coach? Oh, my wife is in here. Nope, I'm still busy. And it's 11:51. Damn, wife, I think you might have to, you know what you might have to do tonight, man. It's late, tired. I didn't sleep since I got up this morning at what, 9:43 or so. And you know I've been working hard. You know I've been working hard on the truck, and you know I've been working hard with the boy Liam and prepping for this stream. So, yeah. You know, I think I'll come and pick you up still. I should come and pick you up, you know. Make sure you get home in one piece. So, yeah, man, let me do some scouting. I'll come and pick you up. Don't worry. I'll come and pick you up. Just let me know when. What time you think you're going to get off? About 12:45 or so? You know what I'm saying? I know you want me to come pick you up. You know what I mean? I know. You know what I mean? Look, let me do some scouting really quick. You see this player by the name of Morato? He's a young Brazilian center back. I'm using him in one of my FIFA career modes right now. Quality player. Has high potential. You know, could sign him up in the future. Alex Grimaldo is a player that I've always, you know, admired. And he's had an injury problem. But he seems like he's got over that. But he could be going back to Barcelona. I won't mind Grimaldo at City at all. But it's the injury history that I don't like, though. You know what I'm saying? Look, Weigl was supposed to be a big player. But yeah, João Mario, we know João. Is this the same João Mario? Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that's the same one. He did play for Sporting and Benfica. You know, but let's go back to the scouting though. Miete. I don't know this player very well, but definitely one for the. Yeah, and he's 27 years old. He's been around. So they've been signing a few more experienced players lately. Lazaro, we saw in the Premier League for Newcastle. He's been bouncing around the place from Italy to Germany now to Portugal. And a player I've always admired was Everton, Ribeiro. But I don't know, man. Look, not Ribeiro, but Everton, Cebolina. Sorry about the Ribeiro, not that one. But Cebolina, Sousa Suarez, Cebolina. I don't know what happened to him though. 25 years old. It seems like he just fell out of favor for both Brazil, and he's just gone cold, man. Copa America 2019. Jesus Lord. Oh my God. How good was he? Former Gremio, man, and I don't know what happened though. I don't know, man. He's been even linked back to the move to Brazil. His time at Benfica has not been good. And look, a player I always admired. Let's see. Maybe he could do with a move to maybe a team like Leicester. You know, they're looking to freshen up. Yeah. Or maybe he go to Everton. Everton was linked to Everton before, though. Who is this Gonçalves, guys? Diego Gonçalves. He's 25. He's too old, man. He's too old. I don't want him. Let's go over to Sporting. I'm doing some scouting right now. Yaremchuk, nah. You know, he's a Ukrainian, nah. The player from Sporting that look, I'm scouting for City right now. The boy Pedro Gonçalves here. Perfect age of 23 years old. He's the reason we won the title last season. He was injured. They didn't do well in the Champions League, and as soon as he came in, bam! Round of 16, baby. City will be playing against Sporting, and if this guy performs well, you know, even if Sporting might lose the tie, and you see a player like I'm getting to that one. Pedro Gonçalves play well, we could sign yet another Portuguese player, right? Look, I won't mind this player at all, man. I won't mind him. Quality player. A player that I could definitely see Man City signing for replacement for Fernandinho next summer. João Paulinho. 26 years old. Quality player, man. Commanding in the midfield. Big. 6'3". Portuguese national. I won't mind a player like this. I just want to put it out there. João Paulinho. Not Paulinho. Paulinho. Quality player. Look. There's a few other little bits and pieces players that I don't know too much about in the Sporting team as well. But not going to get too deep into them. You know what I mean? Definitely. You have the bench here. There's a few other players. Do you guys know any players, you know, that we could talk about? Pedro Porro, he's a City player. There's a few other ones, man. Giovanni Cabral is a quality player. Bruno Tabata. Thiago Thomas will be going to Germany. You know, they have some good little players. Daniel Bragança as well. You had some good little players. But look, that's what's going on in the Portuguese league, man. In terms of the Portuguese league, guys, who's in the relegation zone right now? You got Belenenses. Man, they're not doing too well. Famalicão, recently promoted. Aruca, don't know these teams very well. But recently, guys, we saw player come over from what? Not Estoril, right? Playing for Wolves right now. Chiquinho. So they do have some quality in these little teams, you know. They do have some quality there, but most of the quality, you know, is at Porto, Sporting, Benfica, and Braga. Maybe Vitória, Guimarães, Portimonense do have some quality little players as well. So, yeah, man. One more league. We take a look at Eredivisie. Think there's something interesting going on at the Eredivisie right now. Eredivisie. Okay. Let's see what's going on there. And Ajax is still in the lead, but PSV and Feyenoord right behind. FC Twente is it Alkmaar as well. Look, Ajax could well go on to win the title again. And we know the quality players that they keep producing season after season. But wait. Let's go back really quick. I'll come back. I didn't check the players, man. The players who's scoring the damn goals, though. Let's go back here really quick. Stats. Darwin Nunez is a player that's on the radar of a lot of teams. City's going to sign him. Look, I have reservations over Nunez where I don't think he's good enough. He's good, but not good enough. But let's see. Luis Diaz have gone to Liverpool, so he was another one. Fran Navarro, 11 goals. Mediterranean, we know what he does for Iran. Ricardo Horta for Braga. In terms of assists, Rafa Silva, I'm surprised he never left Benfica. And he's a quality player. Fabio Vieira is one to keep an eye on for the future. Otavio, plays for Portugal. And he's been around for some time. Pedrinho is a player that I thought was... No, that's a different Pedrinho. That's a different one. Gil Vicente, that's a different Pedrinho. I was thinking that Pedrinho that was at Benfica first, and then he went to Shakhtar, right? Yeah. That Pedrinho I was actually thinking about. So Lincoln, and you got Mediterranean. Yeah. So yeah, let's go back. Let's go back to the Eredivisie. Let's go back and let's see what's going on there, the Eredivisie there. Down to the bottom there, Zwolle, Sparta Rotterdam, Fortuna Sittard. Not really going to go through all of these teams. Just wanted to see who was, Ajax, PSV, Feyenoord. Stats, Gustil, 13 goals. Sebastian Halle, if you hear me, with 13. Brian Linson with 11. Louis Openda with 11. Ricky Van Wolfswinkel with 11. Dusan Tadic with 15 assists. Cody Gakpo with 11. Owen Wijndal, Dutch national, with 8. Joey Veerman with 7. And Steven Berghaus with 7 goals. So, 7 assists, pardon me. So, you want to do some scouting, you got to go and check the stats and things like that. Guys, there's a lot of leagues that we could actually go through and check, but we won't be doing that right about now. You know what I'm saying? I got to go pick up my wife from work and get ready for my busy day later. It's already Friday, and I got to come live again tomorrow, guys, for another 3 hours, okay? So around 8:30 p.m. tomorrow, we'll be live to discuss match week 25 as the season wind down. Okay, I appreciate the continued support given by you guys. You guys are the real deal. Appreciate that, man. Tap yourself on the back. And, we're doing the damn thing, man. We're definitely doing the damn thing. So let me just change my thing back to the Premier League here. And let's just go full circle. And yeah, let's do that. Let's do that, man. Let's do that. Jota at the double as Liverpool close the gap on Manchester City to give Liverpool fans hopes of winning the title this season. Might just be wishful thinking, but you never know, man. You never know. Guys, it's been fun. Don't forget to head on over to cardsplug.com. Links in the description box down below. Use the coupon code Dominic Rich FC to get yourself 35% off each and every one of your orders. Thanks for tuning in to yet another live stream. Subscribe if you're new. We're closing in on 50,000 subscribers. And if you ask any YouTubers, 50,000 ain't easy to hit, man. So we've done well. We've done well over the years. And we're going to continue to be consistent, okay? That's what it is. Consistency is key around here. If not anything else, consistency is key. We're going to keep coming back and back and back and back for years to come until I feel like it's time to hang it up. I might retire when I hit 40. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I might call it a day. I don't want to do this forever. Some days I just feel like getting up and not talking about football. You know what I'm saying? I just want to take a break sometimes, venture into something else. But I will look to continue the channel up until 2026 though. You know what I'm saying? 2026 World Cup. And yeah, maybe go until I'm 40 years old. So I'm maybe in 5 years I call it quits. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Yeah, 5 more years, 40, going to something else. You know, you guys might be like, you're too old to be doing this. Nah, you're not, never too old to be doing this. But we'll see though, we'll see. We'll see. But guys, thanks again for tuning in. 3 hours plus. Gotta go pick up the wife and get some rest. Thanks for watching another one. And thanks for the continued support. Until my next one. Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace. Yeah, baby. Yeah, man. It's been a lovely one, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in, man. I love you guys. Thanks. Yeah, I know I act a bit weird, man, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I could only be me, you know what I'm saying? Could only be me. Peace.